yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Hope y'all are doing well. I did just put a poll out since I realized that I never put an actual poll in Discord. But if you're hanging out, appreciate you. If you're new, thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. Cover a multitude of genres, but mostly K-pop now and J-pop and stuff. So thanks for coming through. But yeah, I'm letting chat vote tonight. So if you'd like to answer the poll, that would be sick. We just finished out on FT Island on Monday. So if you missed out, hopefully that will all be up by the time. This will definitely be up by the time this comes up on Patreon, but on YouTube, I still have to schedule all those to go out. So I have a ton in backlog. So if you're watching this, sorry, but those will be out ASAP. So Kaylee, hello. Kala, hello. Sarah, hello. Connie, hello. Gunky, hello. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate you. But yeah, that's the vibe. And yeah, so if you missed FT Island, it was a good time. Did enjoy that. So hope y'all are doing well, staying safe, staying warm. I know in Pennsylvania it was rough today. So Kaylee says, yeah, I was sad. I missed it. Oh, sorry you weren't here, Kaylee. Appreciate it though. Thanks for putting the playlist together. I used your playlist, so thanks for putting it together. Let's see what we got. I'm curious what people voted on. All right, well, we got one for Ketchup. Oh man. All right, we splitted the vote. All right. I should have probably made this a little bit longer than 3 minutes, but I wanted to try to get it out as soon as possible. Oh, wow, we have got a dead heat. This is crazy. All right, well, respect. Connie says, ooh, another deep dive could be fun. I have a lot of playlists. Let's go. Okay. Unhi, hello. Jazz, hello. Gunky didn't see. That's fine. No problem. I honestly should have just pushed it to like 5 minutes. That would have been good, but I don't think you can change. You can't change it once it's been posted. So, okay. Very nice. And also, I know No Santa posted it in chat recently in the Discord. If you want to be in the know, come join that. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Kaylee again. They put literally every group we have covered on a spreadsheet. So if you've ever wanted to know, I would say this is pretty damn up to date. Oh my god, Ketchup and Deep Dive are the same. This is pretty up to date, I would say, if not up to date pretty well. So big salutes to Kaylee for doing shit that I don't expect people to ever do. So so that's awesome. Sindra, thanks for hanging. Hello, have you followed the show Hip Hop Princess? I have not. Very cool. I did not check out the latest XG release. No. Jazz, hello. Sad I missed the last stream. I'll check the Patreon out later. Hey, let's go. Thank you. All right. I guess we're doing Ketchup since it looks like the vote has been split. Or you could do a group that doesn't have a lot of MVs, which I don't know. These were the recommended. If you have other ones, let me know or let Kaylee know. So these were the ones. There are some on here that I know we have covered. So, very nice. All right. Uni says the term Ketchup appeared in 1682. Oh my god. Just getting us started on our deep dive into I love that. Kudos, Uni. That's awesome. Oh my god. Kai says maybe we could do a group potentially, but I love that. That's great. We should. Oh my god, that would have been a hilarious April Fool's thing. I was like, guys, we're deep diving Ketchup today. Big Ketchup is out here putting out the latest song bangers, you know. I'm honestly surprised that there isn't a. I'm honestly surprised that I'm surprised there hasn't been a group called Ketchup, like a K-pop group. I feel like I feel like I'm potentially putting it in existence now, but that would be wild. I would be for it. It would get my support, I would say. So, my bias is oh my god. What if they had a K-pop group called Condiments and each member was based off of a different condiment? Oh, that'd be legendary, honestly. Be like, yo, what's up? Oh my god, that's great. Connie says I have B1A4 playlist, 22 MVs, or Cross Genes 8 MVs. Cross Gene, interesting. Okay. Be like, hey, this is our leader, Ketchup, and then we have Mustard as our main rapper, Relish as our Maknae. Oh my god, I could go on. I feel like that'd be incredible. But anyway, I'll stop. The dad jokes are unleashed tonight. Well, I think it looks like most people agreed that Ketchup would be voted. Callis says I voted for album. My second pick is Ketchup. Okay, so I think that kind of breaks it over the line. Connie, if you still want to send those to me, we will add those to the proverbial list of groups to cover too. So, all right, cool. Well, we'll do Ketchup then. Like I said, K-pop group. I'll full screen it. K-pop groups. If you would like to take my condiments, i.e., I'd be down. You know, I'd be down to sell those rights. So, not that I'm sure I would be not to say that probably hasn't been in the thought process, but that would be incredible. I would just like to get a notice, you know what I mean? Like if they said, it was first heard on Audio Addiction on 128 of 26. Yeah, I'd be down. All right. Well, I did see Caleb post about the XG, and I do want to check out the XG song. So we'll check out that one first, and then the only other one, Billlie. I was gonna say Billlie would probably be the other one I would be interested in checking out. So Long Shot we can do. Okay, cool. KiiKiii. All right, perfect. All right, I'll keep these all rocking. Kaylee says weekly with Monday, condiments with Ketchup. Hey, yeah, see, there you go. We love it. Let's go. All right, cool. Thanks, chat. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna put all my proverbial people here. Long Shot. We've got KiiKiii. I did not wear the KiiKiii shirt today, though. Man, that would have been on point, though. Neck. CB1. Okay, cool. Thank you, chat. All right, let's get into XG. I've seen some MV clips, but I have not seen. I didn't listen to any of it. I've just seen some visualizers and stuff. So excited to check this one out. I'm very excited for their new album too.
Hey, you're running from where you can't escape. Come my way. I'll put you into some kind of state. Astray. So watch me hypnotize you with my eyes.
All right, great.
Make you fantasize about me tonight. I'm hypnotizing.
Yeah.
compliments, that's just common sense. So watch me hypnotize you with my eyes. Make you
pre-chorus.
fantasize about me tonight. I'm hypnotizing.
I guess it's just like Bill. Okay. Arpeggio said, cool.
Hypnotize.
Ooh. All right, XG. I see you. Very nice, very nice. All right, this was XG's Hypnotize. We're doing some catch up tonight, so appreciate you hanging out, staying with us. I gotta go back. I don't know if they put who produced it. I know Simon is their CEO, but I want to see if they had who produced it. Okay, they didn't give it to me. All right, very cool. This was great. I feel like they almost always include a lot of like dance hall hits. You know what I mean? Like I love that this, like, the synth choice in this is so iconic in the sense of like there's other like songs that I can think of that I like kind of can correlate it to. First choice I feel like is very, I would imagine most people would know. The other one I feel like is maybe a little bit more niche. The synth choice that I love in this reminds me a lot of, and this is not to get confused, I think they actually have a song with the same name, but What Is Love, like the classic 80s like synth pop song, very iconic. It was used in like I think a Pepsi commercial like probably over a decade ago now. But that synth, for whatever reason, this song definitely reminds me of that synth choice in the same way. So I love that. And then as well as that, I don't know why, but it also kind of reminds me of, and this is probably just me being a nerd, but like I love that it kind of also reminds me of like the Break the Target song from Super Smash Brothers, the OG from the Nintendo 64. I don't know why. You could go back and listen to it. Maybe I'll play a clip of it, but it does remind me a lot of that. And I'm like, damn, am I getting like a nostalgia wave for something that like I don't know? And that's cool. I love that. Vocally, I think they're so interesting. Like I love like the different structures of the song. I think what really intrigued me about this was that like the pre-chorus has such a great build into the chorus, but then I love at the end of the song they incorporated that like sort of like rap section in, like, I would say, I guess technically it's in the pre-chorus, but like that pre-chorus section, and they kind of melded it with like the final melody of the chorus in that last section. I thought that was cool. It gives a cool callback as well to other parts of this song as well, so that was really nice. And I think to me that's what stands out a lot, and like I appreciate kind of the reflection points off that. It's interesting. Like I said, I think this is very like, I think this, and I understand that they are kind of doing like this broad thing of like hitting a bunch of different audiences, but I feel like this does definitely have like a globalness to it. Like you could show this to pretty much anybody, I would think, especially if they like pop music. And I think you're probably gonna you're gonna probably have people that love this. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that they are trying to do like a song that is more in a big pool, if that makes sense. Like they are they are definitely trying to hit a mass market with this, and I think it's really good. Very fun song. I'm excited for the album. I feel like I've been really excited about a lot of XG releases, but I felt like this one definitely feels the most like universally like pleasing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think you could show this to anybody and they would enjoy it. But overall, I feel like they've got the hooks. Like, every song that they've released, I can say with pretty good assurity that they've all had great hooks. Like, the Hypnotize in this song is like super memorable. It's got a good rhythm, good feel to it, and like, again, I think the memorability of a lot of these songs are going to be pretty strong. So I loved hearing that. But yeah, overall, thought this was rad. I definitely enjoyed it. Very excited. I imagine they have more to come in the foreseeable future, with an album on the horizon. But yeah, I like this. I feel like there hasn't, in my opinion, I feel like there really hasn't been a bad XG song. I think probably my only gripe with this is I would have liked a little bit more rapping, because I feel like I've been listening to XG since they started. I feel like the rapping has I feel like the album kind of, again, has tailed off a little bit. And I'd imagine, again, maybe with more of that globalization of what they're doing, maybe they're doing a little bit less rapping, which is fine. But I felt like, to me, like, what made a lot of the XG stuff like a little bit extra special was that combination of like rap and singing, and they both had those on great fronts. So that is not a diss to this song. I think this is still a really good dance hall song. I love it. I'll be listening to it again for sure. But I think the rapping that they included in it, I think, is probably the only thing that I miss. So beyond that, phenomenal song. Excited to see, again, what XG's cooking this year. So Calla says, I think Gala is still my favorite promoted song off the album, but this was so fun. I agree. The Chisa rapping was sick as well. Juria was incredible. Like, they were all really good. They were on their A game for sure. So, Dang hello. Thanks for hanging. We are doing Ketchup tonight. Cal says the album is great. I definitely recommend. Ooh, okay. I will have to check it out then. I didn't know it was out now. That's crazy. I know that they were promoting it, so it would make sense. But very nice, very nice. All right. Well, we're getting into one that I have been waiting to listen to. I chose not to listen to this one because I wanted to check it out on stream, but I'm very excited for Cloud Palace. So, cool. Let's see. They don't have an actual, okay, so they have the live versions, but they don't have like an actual like MV associated with it. That's interesting. I might go off of views for this one. Okay, so they came out 2 days apart, so very nice, very nice. Everyone, okay, sunrise and sunset. Okay, so there's a sunrise and sunset. Okay. Before sunrise, okay. Yeah, dang. If you don't have to submit it with points, you can just let me know what you want me to cover and I'll throw it on my list here. So, okay. Syndra, thank you. I guess we'll do, if no one has a vote, I guess we'll do Before Sunrise. That was the most current one. So, we'll check that one out. I will also check the Before Sunset probably another time, unless y'all want me to check out both versions. Check out both, but let's check out Cloud Palace. Who is it, dang? Just let me know. I'll put it in chat.
꼬집어봐 뜬금인 것 같아 밤새 몇 번 내게 back to back yeah yeah 널 향한 shortcut 찾아보려 애써
Love the horns.
아직 좀 헷갈리기는 해 매번의 매도 어디서 작은 틈이 생겼다며 따끈하다 생각한 순간 차올라 yeah. 제자리 같은 공간 오히려 더 달리고 싶어 난 Can't stop it's my world 이미 모든 건 정해져 있어 수많은 미로 안겠어 그만한 어떤 길도 나를 속이고 숨겨 흐르는 젖은 멈춘다 해도 갈래 다시 길을 잃어도 이렇게 해서라도 난 너를 만나고 싶어 루시던 기분 느껴보려 해 풀리지 않는 미스터리
That's so
애매한
cool.
퀴즈를 푸는 일저 멀리 보인 건 안걸
That guitar's that cool.
현실적인 램 속 roleplay 알다가도 여기 또 어디 더 이상하게 펼쳐진 You find the dream 방향은 다 정해져 있어 끊어진 미로 안겠어 지워진 어떤 길도 나를 속이고 숨겨 흐르는 젖이 멈춘다 해도 갈래 다시 길을 잃어도 이렇게 해서라도 난 너를 만나고 싶어 루시던 기분 느껴보려 해 구름 그 위로 멀리 떠올라 이 순간 자유로운 내 moonlight 어떤 길도 상관없어 어떤 들고서 내게 날아가 뒤돌아섰던 태양도 향해 왔던 저 발도 나를 속이고 숨겨 흐르는 젖이 멈춰두고서 갈래 다시 길을 잃어도 이렇게 해서라도 난 너를 만나고 싶어 루시던 기분 루시던 맘만 너도 내린 어제도 닿지 않은 내일도 나를 속이고 숨겨 안겼어 끝이까지 다 해도 갈래 다시 길을 잃어도 이렇게 해서라도 난 너를 만나고 싶어 널 부른 이름 듣고 있으니까
That was crazy. Wow. Okay. Very nice. This was Billie's Cloud Palace Before Sunrise, the live version. Very nice. This was crazy. First of all, I gotta give a salute to their previous album. I loved it. Obviously, them working with IU is such a great addition, and I feel like it's really helped them just like I don't know, like just kind of branch out and do stuff that's different. And I'm kind of glad that they have continued on with the jazz phrasings in this song. I obviously will probably check out the other version because I'm curious to see the differentials from that. But I really like this. This kind of had like a little bit of like jazz club vibe to it. Shout outs to the band. This band did phenomenal. Like a lot of the things that I noticed about this kind of plays well into like just kind of jazz phrasings in music. Like a lot of staccato in this song that I liked, from like the drumming to like maybe the guitar work. There is some like beautiful guitar like riffs in this song that just go, I feel like, slightly understated because obviously I love Billlie, I love their vocals, but like there's a lot of good moments where I was like, wow, I was kind of making a little bit of a stank face because I was like, damn, this is really good. Their drummer was incredible, extremely like on time with the beat, which I love. But then there was also some moments where like he did this like hi-hat, like hi-hat, like snare, like flare almost in some ways that was really sick, and I think it matched well with like the rhythm of the song. The horn sections were really dynamic, beautiful. They added like this really like beautiful brightness to the song as well. But yeah, I would be curious to see which, I don't know if they're obviously I hope they come back to the States, but I don't know which one they would perform. Would they perform both versions? So I think that's kind of like what I'm interested in, and I guess the reason behind like you know, the writing of the song, like how it was originally done. It looks like I even see in composition, Junie is, which shout out to my man Junie. That man works. I'll tell you what. I feel like I see his name so often, which is incredible because he's such a great composer and artist on his own right. But damn, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't even notice that until just now. But yeah, this was awesome. This was very cool. This is like again very much like nighttime, like borderline like smooth jazz vibes, you know what I mean? Like some Kenny G shit right here. But um awesome. This is great. I'm excited to listen. I think we should probably check out Before the Sunset because I'm just curious, but we'll move on from that. I'll I will go off from not talking about Billlie after that for a little bit, but um Uni says never turn down some extra Billlie. Jazz says they're so good. Sindra says, I prefer the Sunset because they're sitting and hitting them notes. Sunset version 2 OP. I agree. The Sunset version was incredible. But we're going to check out Before the Sunset right now. So let's check that one out too. Oh, they use the same band. Cool. Already starting off great.
뜬금인 것 같아 밤새며 보내게 back to bed yeah yeah 널 향한 shortcut 찾아보려 애써 아직 좀 헷갈리기는 해날 보내던 그림을 다시 걸어가고 있어 작은 틈이 생겼다며 나 끝났다 생각한 순간 저올라
So interesting. He plays this so differently. I love that the vocals match with that bass line. That was That's crazy. It's crazy how much the song changed. That's wild. They're like, wow, that's so weird. But cool though. All right, well, this was Cloud Palace again, but this was Before the Sunset. So if you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. No Santa, hello. Thanks for coming through. Kaki says, now that I'm hearing them back to back, I like Sunset better. Ooh, okay. And also, No Santa says, Billie's so good. I agree. Um, so interesting. And I also agree, like the back to back was so cool. Like to see like the differential between the songs. Like that's what I was getting at. Um, I think there's merit to both. Obviously, I'm sure if you're a Billlie fan, you probably like both versions or maybe have more of a preference one over the other. But I think from a dynamic standpoint, Before the Sunset has way more dynamics to it. Like there's something about it that just like more like anthemic. It's bigger. Like the guitar sound much larger. There's like a lot more distortion. The drumming patterns are I want to say completely different, but definitely a little bit more liberties with that. Like the bass work seems like more punchier in the song. They obviously didn't have horns, which again completely, adds a different flavor to the song. Um I think if I was to kind of describe them, I feel like this one is like more like anthemic. Like if you're like a morning person, like I feel like this is the type of energy you're starting your day off with. And I feel like After the Sunset is like you're like laid back, chill, like vibey type person. You know what I mean? Doesn't get up early, likes to sleep in. You know what I mean? Like that type of vibe. That's like what I was getting from each one. And obviously, I think there's different kind of aspects to each song that I appreciate. Like I said, there is a lot more. I think the vocals and the dynamics of the song mashed up really well in the Before the Sunset. Like I think their vocals, as Sindra was saying in chat, like I do feel like the vocals seemed like more like full. They seemed like they were pushing their vocals a little bit more, which I like, and I think that's obviously shows off their talent in a different way. But I also liked that the After the Sunset kind of has again like the horn section. It feels a little bit more laid back. It's a little bit more vibier, and but still, again, like you still know it's the same type of same song, but like the arrangement is so much different. But I liked both. I feel like that shouldn't be a shock to anybody. There's definitely merits to both songs, certainly on this list, um, but if I had to pick, I don't know. I feel like in my heart of hearts, like I I didn't grow up playing a lot of jazz music, but I did learn a lot of jazz music as I was learning guitar. So I feel like there is already an inherent love with the After the Sunset, but like the Before the Sunset was great. I loved a lot of the dynamics of it. I think they were also doing a lot of that chromatic like ascending and descending runs, which I thought was really cool. But listen, if you throw a horn section into a song, chef's kiss. I'm gonna love a horn section. So that's tough. I feel like you got to catch me on a different day. I probably would like Before the Sunset. Both are great by any means. So if you have a chance, you haven't heard Billlie, please go show them some love. They're awesome. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Sarah says that was dope. Gunky says, wait, I'm a morning person, but I like Sunset better. Listen, this was just a broad brushstroke. I wasn't saying everybody falls into that category. That's probably was my best way of elaborating my commentary a little bit. So and Sindra says, yap, Sunset. Hey, let's go. Both are great. So I'm glad I listened to both. But very cool, very cool. Connie, we are doing yours next. You have Long Shot. I know he did Moonwalking last. Is it FaceTime's the new one? I would assume, because that came out a day ago. So, okay, cool. All right, let's check out FaceTime then.
Yo, 나나마. 이런 쪽 뭐 하니까 너네가 뭐야? 걸려야 되니까 다 깎잖아. 야, 뭐 하냐?
뭐야? 너 계산했어?
계산했지.
Sindra, nope. Let me know who you'd like me to cover.
뭐야 이거? 전화 줘?
I'll throw it on my list.
야.
말해줘도 돼. 수샤리 잘
없어져 난 걱정이 근데 가끔 심해졌어 배운 덕이 I was thinking my love 천천히 너를 다시 생각해봐도 난 나의 건전지 벗어날 때 레인 케이블 자연스러운만한 keep in touch 내가 필요한 건 big stable Where you at 당장 주소 불러줘 너를 향한 내 마음의 큐빅 절대 못 숨겨 what
떨리는 목소리 네 앞에서 losing control 다가와줄래 좀 더 빠르게 널 기다릴게 Miss is about to my phone out 또 시가 잠든 사이
So, wow, they interesting. There's a whole thing at the end. Wow.
Je peux pas te venir voir. J'ai école demain.
Oh, because he's French. That's crazy. This is the lore drop.
Tu dors toujours pas? Dormir, hein, tu as école demain. Bonne nuit.
Is the lore drop that he's French. Guys, you didn't know. All right, very cool. This was long shot FaceTime. All right, cool. Let's see what we got. I'm curious on comments here. Connie says that they love this whole song and album. Very nice. Sarah says this is very in sync. I was gonna say, yeah, in sync, and like the scene where they're like all standing next to each other in the all white fits here. This is giving Backstreet Boys vibes. You know what I mean? Like Backstreet Boys, like amalgamation of those, which I'm not surprised because I feel like Jay Park must have been influenced by like NSYNC and like Backstreet Boys since he's from the U.S. So when they were talking about how old he is, Jazz says I prefer this one over Moonwalking. Fair enough. I would also agree. Andy says that bowling alley scene brings me back to the scene in Baby by Justin Bieber. That's true. Oh my god. Those says you can't even just drop the F word like that. Dig says I struggle to listen to artists this young because what could you possibly have to tell me? You barely started life. That's fair. I could see that as a newly old head, you know. Thank you, Sandra. I did see it. Appreciate it. I will pull it up just so I don't lose it. Don't start. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. I guess my comments on this, I would agree Jazz as well. I think this one definitely was more preferred. Not to say that Moonwalking wasn't bad. I did enjoy that song a lot, but I felt like this one is definitely more my speed. I love the kind of like, I don't know, when like Korean artists get into that R&B vibe, like I'm just about it. I really do. I do really enjoy that. But yeah, I will say this is definitely influenced by like a lot of like mid 90s, early 2000s like boy band pop in the States, which is fine. Like I think I think artists and music is very cyclical. You know, so I'm not you know, it's not a disrespect to Longshot. I think they were incredible vocalists certainly, and rappers, but I do feel like there is this nostalgia that hits about some of these songs where I'm like, damn, like I get, you know what I mean? Like I get it in that aspect where I'm like, this feels familiar just because I've experienced that. Like I might have been very young in the early 90s, early 90s and early 2000s, but like still very much like a part of my growing up and stuff. So I am familiar with that. music and obviously my life, but I thought it was very nice. I think their vocals were good. Like I said, I think that they've got really good vocals. Um, I also enjoyed kind of like the synth choice that they used in this, very smooth, very clean. I felt like this one was to me as well compared to Moonwalking. Like, I think this one to me showed off more of their range, and I like that. Um, and I think that maybe Moonwalking obviously is like one of those songs I feel like is very like eye catching, ear catching in that aspect. And I feel like this one is like a little bit more subdued. Like the song really again shows off more of their skill and what they're able to do as vocalists. So I think to me this one was really nice. I thought both songs were really good. Like I don't hate them by any means, but yeah, I think I think they're definitely I don't want to be sitting here lying, but I will say like a lot of that has to do with like the nostalgia for like those 90s and early 2000s times, but as well as that like my love of K-R&B. I love K-R&B and I think that they do definitely hit a great register. I'm excited to see as they get older and stuff like that, like how much their influences and like maybe their song palettes kind of change over that time period, because I still feel like they're in that malleable period of their life where like influences can still be especially vocal influences can still be a primary factor in their voice and tone. So I'd be curious to see what they're like in like a couple years, um and see how much their vocals and like how they've kind of like changed over that time period. So not bad. Like I said, both great songs from Long Shot. I don't have any disrespect for them whatsoever, but enjoyed the vibes. This was a very vibey song. So Dang says off topic, but there's a cat sleeping on my sofa that I don't own. Wow. Oh my god. Good luck. Connie says, "Oh, these and those girls in the MV are probably the new girl groups that's gonna debut under their company." That makes sense. I feel like that's just that's a vibe. Let's see. Connie says they have good voices. You can hear more of their voices on Hello 82 content. Okay, very nice. Koki says that's what kills me about some of the songs from Baby Monster. Some of the things they sing about, they don't understand at all. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sarah says we don't have to talk about their influences because yikes. Oof. I think for me, like, I can see it as an old head. Like, I'm like, what do they know? But like, I also think at the same point, like, I've never really gone into the thought process of like, oh yeah, like they're gonna teach me something I don't know. You know what I mean? Like obviously there's artists that I feel like if I'm gonna dig deep in the catalog of lyricism or in like thought or intuition, like there's probably gonna be other artists that are higher up on that tier list for me. But I don't know. I think there's some lyrics that I'll look at and I'll kind of cringe at in a sense. Like, and that's not because I'm like it's a bad lyric. It could be a bad lyric too, but like genuinely I'm just like I don't know what people say now, I'm fucking almost 33 years old, like it just is what it is. So I feel like for me it's just like the vibes are there. But let's see. Cardi says, I mean, a lot of idols have questionable role models, so I don't get the hate. Sarah says, I agree, though I think there's a difference between questionable influences and praising a guy currently in jail. Oof. Yikes. That's rough. Dang says, it's just sometimes they go like, I've been through hell and back. I can't help going like, have you? That's fair. Hey, respect. But I will say Sarah made a good point. Middle school, high school, shit's rough. So Sintra says, speaking of boy groups, have you checked out Identity? Yes, we have. I do. I have listened to, I think the only one we didn't listen to was Pretty Boy Swag, I'm pretty sure, if I've got the name of the song correct. But I've checked out some of the other ones. So all right. Very cool. All right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving here. we are gonna check out KiiKii's new song, which I like the last one we did from them. So I'm curious what this new one is. This one, low key. Again, this is probably gonna. This is a good. Maybe it doesn't show my age as much, but no joke. Like when I saw this posted on the chat from Uni, I genuinely thought my first thought was like, is this a fucking DDR video? Like, I genuinely, and it looks like it though. So I thought it was like a DDR video. I was like, damn, they're really bringing that back. I love that shit. But anyway, this is KiiKii's 404 New Era DDR edition. No, I'm kidding. Let's check it out.
나 혹시 춤추는 거 찍어줄 수 있어? 아, 아니 안 될 거야.
Hi, Hannah Montana. That's fair.
그리고 있어?
진작에 빌어볼까?
자 이제 부는 거야. 자, 3, 2, 1.
너는 무슨 소원 빌 거야?
Okay.
For now found in the system for the new era for 좌표 바뀌지 jump for the new era for 우리 신혼은 question for under radar for 백지를 내도 백점 for the new era 다 잡아봐라 okay bye bye 말을 안 해도 I'm ready on the spike always riding low 안 되죠 안 되나 경계 넘어서 이미 out of time yeah crisscross lip gloss met some 괜찮아 everyday 내 방식대로 해 take my time bring it on why
And if there's good
why
or left behind
why
모든 점만 더 나둘게 You know this feeling 좀 더 크게 Yeah, yeah Keep on surfing
flow now found in the system flow the new
Oh my
era
God.
flow 좌표 바뀌지 jump flow the new era flow 백지를 내도 백점 flow
That's some music choice shit right there.
now found in the system flow the
You know,
new
you know.
era all the colors to the floor 들어 손 흔들어 몸 wink wink 메롱 가지 못해도 어디든 있잖아 Put down your phone look me in my eyes why
And if there's good
why
or left behind
why
모든 점만 더 나둘게 You know this feeling 좀 더 크게 Yeah, yeah Keep on surfing
for now found in the system for the new era for 좌표 바뀌지 jump for the new era for 우리 신혼은 question for under radar for 백지를 내도 백점 for the new era that's the that's the like a bundle moving to the
I
rhythm
can live it all 불러줘 31 Tell me what you want Tell me what you want I know something's up 너가 원하는 걸 Let's run into a
flow now found in the system for the new era for 좌표 바뀌지 jump for the new era for 백지를 내도 백점 for under radar now found in the system for the new era for now found in the system for the new era for now found in the system for the new era
Ooh. All right. Very nice. Very nice. This was KiiKii's 404 New Era. Very nice. Very nice. Sindra says, any Filipinos here when I first heard the name KiiKiii? I have not. If you have some context on that, let us know. I'm curious. Kala says, this reminds me so much of Frog from Sion and Hypnosis Therapy. I could see that. I could see that. Uni says Omega Sapien of Bombing Tiger was the sole credited lyricist on this. Definitely did not. I also did not expect that either. Sarah says this sound also reminds me a lot of XG's music. That's fair. Could see that. Goki says this is a very interesting video. When it first dropped, I watched less than a minute of it, so it was my first time hearing the whole song. not my thing. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. I mean this in the nicest of ways. I feel like again, it probably couldn't be misinterpreted in any other way, but this reminds me of like songs that I would hear on like RuPaul's Drag Race. You know what I mean? Like it's giving that vibe. You know what I mean? Like, and that's I watched a ton of RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm not, some friends watched it and I just got into it for some reason. Which is also very interesting. Shout outs to the RuPaul Drag Race people. Y'all are crazy, but in a good way. But it's giving that vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was like the first thought that popped into my head was like it gives Drag Race vibes, which I'm here for. But also as well as that, like I genuinely didn't think that I was going to enjoy this song as much as I was going to enjoy it. Because typically I feel like these types of songs aren't typically the ones that I feel is in that, but I feel like this one was just so much fun. Like I loved a lot of like the panning, like the production on it seemed so crazy. Like it felt almost 360, and it's like writing, like you got to hear like different parts, like on the right side, left side. Like it was very interesting. It definitely has like gay club, like techno-y, the obviously huge techno influence. It also reminds me a lot of like in the same sort of vein, and again maybe also in that sort of gay club music, but like when LE SSERAFIM dropped like Crazy, kind of gives like a Runway vibe to it as well, which is cool. I feel like that's such a fun type of music to listen to, and honestly not as well versed as I could be in that genre, so I probably will have to do some more homework on that one. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The vocals were really cool. The rap section was also really interesting. The rhyme scheme was very, very unique, but I did like it. For some reason, it had like this bit of bitiness to it that I appreciate, and it also kind of broke up the song in a cool way as well. So I like that. Chorus, again, monumentally catchy. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I'd be curious to check out the rest of the songs off this release, just because again I know we have listened to some of them and I like the previous one, so I wonder if like I'll enjoy the majority of this release as a collective. But yeah, I thought this was fun. I definitely could understand like people like again enjoying this a lot. I also love the pun of the song name, because 404 is an error and new era, the combination of that I think is cool. He also said the same thing, so very nice, fellow nerds. And Sarah says I was gonna say this is gay club music. That's fair. I feel like we were all in the same ballpark on that one, so that's cool. But very nice. Definitely vibe central, which I'm here for. So cool stuff. Thank you, Yunhee. And he said the whole EP is solid, definitely worth checking out. Hey, okay, we'll do. All right, well, we're getting into something on the opposite end of the spectrum that Gungi has recommended. I feel like I'm never surprised that Gungi recommends Japanese artists, but we are checking out next. Scrapbook, I believe, is the one that they wanted me to check out, so we're gonna give it a listen. That red school. Wow. That is a dirty bass tone. Wow.
どこにも戻せばいいんだっけ黒に混ざれば消える厄介毎回オーバーロード境界3回オーバードライビング最悪とぼけて顔で損害をミニマイズ3年後負けせないよ強制退場ですスキビディどうもどうも一緒ですか君の悪い人も素敵ですね誰かで愛なれなれ愛どこから上昇気流でしょうか行動完全なモード千人数のドバーリー直線的メディテーション失敗が不安でソーシャル想像上だけのエネミー今回前に一人気ついてカリカリしく簡単に声を上げて結局は逃がすんだせんで Do you want to talk? Be careful what you wish for. You know, sometimes your mind plays tricks on you.
The men? That was crazy.
Skibidi どうもどう
Cool
も一緒
harmonic
で
tape.
すか
Guitar harmonic.
君のいい音はスキップで誰々がいなれなれ愛何かの免疫症でしょうか東大サッカーのモーラルどっかよくどんと回り繰り返でエクスキューション完全自動のオーライ想像上だけのエネミー今回前に一息ついてまがまがしく美しく騙してくるロックないキャスメンにキックアウト
All right. Very cool. This was next Scrapbook. If you're hanging out, thank you for hanging. I enjoyed this. This was fun. I've enjoyed actually a lot of the next songs that we've been listening to. I did see chat was just talking about Skibidi. I did hear it the first time, and I know Gunky mentioned it on last stream that they also said it. I like knew it was coming, but also at the same time, I just thought, I was like, damn, this is just so like, I don't know. Again, it's probably age, but I just think it's very funny. Not in the sense of like, I think it's humorous. I just think it's funny that like, I couldn't find a better lyric, so I put Skibidi in the placeholder slot, and then they were just like, oh, just use that. That sounds great. You know, all the kids are gonna know what that is. That's cool. But otherwise, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought the riffs in the song were sick. Like the guitar work was awesome as per usual. Definitely more in that like hard rock metal line, which is cool. The bass tone on this was awesome. Like I didn't realize how like crunchy and like distorted their bass player's tone is, but like it just meshes really well in the mix with like the guitars and the drumming of the song. So I really love that. A lot of like cool like bendy. I'm assuming they probably are in some sort of drop tuning because they do like an open kind of like riff, which is always really fun. But I enjoyed this a lot. I think it was really catchy. The chorus was really fun. That guitar solo was awesome. I really like that insane like big bend that she was doing. That was crazy. Also like a lot of like the things that I noticed about her like solo is that like she played really fast and then she kind of like slowed it down a little bit and then caught it back up again. I feel like that's such a I feel like that's such an underrated thing about this solo, but as well as that it shows off a lot of skills because I feel like a lot of people get into their head about like being like really fast or like really like dynamically interesting, and I think this had like that right bit of like guitar stank that I love. So that was really cool. But yeah, overall I thought this was really good. I thought this was a really, really rad song. Definitely more aggressive than I know we checked out Jumping, I'm pretty sure as well, and that one feels vastly different from this one. But I love their range. I feel like they've got a very cool range of genres and really can kind of again delve into the heavy, but also kind of do like the more melodic stuff, which is cool. So Everyone said they thought they heard it. Gunky says Ajishi Brandon. Hey, listen, I'll wear that with pride. And Gunky says I think it was mentioned before, but she was in the running to be the basis of Love Bites to replace their original bassist. Yes, I do remember you mentioning that the last time, but she's an incredible bassist. I hope she doesn't leave neck, but very cool, very cool. I enjoyed this. This is definitely a cool song to listen to, so appreciate it. All right, well, we'll keep it moving. Sarah, we are doing yours next. You have requested ZB1's Roses, so we will be checking that one out. So let's give it a listen. This is cool.
집중해줘 그래도 숨기는 나의 맘을 못해 내게 줄게 지키로 지심이 커지면서 이 노래를 완성시켜 사랑한단 말 대신 I will be the roses 내 마음이 들리면 the roses I'm about to 뻔하지 you and I 확실해 be forever lasting Give me love, love, you're my roses. Give me love, love, you're my roses. 네 이름에 나는 좀 완전하지가 않은 맘이 들어. 딱 하나만 make it clear. 넌 나의 중심, 다른 건 안 보여. 달콤하게 퍼진 setting the air. 어디든지 말해, I'll be there. 끌어당겨 이 감정 feeling good, feeling good. 온 세상을 가진 듯해. 사랑한단 말 대신.
Their vocals go crazy. Give me love, love, you're my roses. Give me love, love, you're my roses. Oh man, what? Oh, I'm pissed. This, oh no, it was so good. I wanted another minute. This was ZB1's Roses. Damn it, man. I was hoping it was gonna be a little longer. I'm pissed. Oh man, this feels so short. It was getting good. Genuinely, I thought for sure there was gonna be a bridge, and then they were gonna hit us with a final chorus. 2 minutes and 25 seconds is criminal, song length wise. Oh man. Gunky says, "Is this a farewell song?" I feel like Sarah would know. Sarah, I'm summoning you. If you know the answer, let me know. Jazz says this is really pretty. Dang says this feels like we're switching channels and each one is playing a different song. Fair. Jazz says Teray is killing the vocals. I would also agree. I enjoyed this a lot. This was phenomenal. I would probably put this pretty high up there in terms of top ZB1 songs that I've listened to. And I've listened to pretty much I think all of their albums. I put one of their albums in my top albums of last year. The vocals on this were awesome. I think they did a great job, and I can definitely see Dang's point of view of this being two different, having two different identities in the song. But I like that. I think that's cool. I think they also really play well together too. I think sometimes when you have songs that feel different on different parts of the spectrum, it can seem a little daunting. But I felt like these were kind of neighborly in that way. Like I do feel like there's a lot of like cross between, and I think the way that they transition between those moments was really good. I liked a lot of the rapping sections. I felt like they were very dynamically interesting, and I also feel like they broke up the song in a really, really good way as well too. But the chorus, phenomenal, extremely catchy. Their like vocal tones in that section were really good, like super high register. Um, like that, and I feel like it's probably not high for them because they have a ton of vocalists that kill on that sort of higher register. But like I loved a lot of like the falsetto tones, like head voice. I thought those were really beautiful. Um, and then as well as that, like again, the dynamics of the song I think was what kept me the most engaged, the most interested in it. Like I said, I feel like it's criminally short. I think the only thing that I would have missed or I would have loved to hear in the song is like them to kind of either change up the sound a little bit in a bridge section, and then I feel like they could have really, really like again sold it home with like a final chorus. I think they kind of did it in the last chorus, but it almost feels like, you know, like it feels like there was more of a song and then the song ends. You know what I mean? So it does leave you wanting more, and I understand the necessity that like artists in K-pop right now and maybe other genres as well. I don't want to feel like I'm speaking for one, but I do find that a lot of those songs like have good hooks, good hits, and then like they really just want to kind of throw you back into the song again after it's over with. So I feel like in this case that might run in similar tracks, but overall this was phenomenal. Like I said, I'd probably put this in probably my top favorite ZB1 songs of all time, 100%. Like so good, so dynamic, and I think it plays off a lot of their strengths of what they've created over the years. I feel like they were really able to highlight their voices in a really beautiful way. So, great ZB1 song. Like I said, I'll be thinking about this one. I'll be listening to it a lot more because this is great. So, thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it. All right, well, we'll keep it moving. I think Dang recommended the Ziko and Crush song, which was actually in our Discord already. So it looks like it is Yin and Yang. So let's check it out. I'm excited because we just finished Block B, and we'll probably be covering ZICO at some point in the up and coming future. So let's check this one out.
We gon' perfect chaos, angels and demons. Both sides. 때는 참고 믿고 싶은 어떤 동안 속에 We gotta go slide and dive and go. Fancy. Burn like dark side. We got the yin and yang. Tough life. Reach block. Yeah, we got the yin and yang. Bow to no one titan. 흑백의 empire. 첫 스텝부터 땅 올림에 all the moment of silence. 키가 티시코에 삐릿삐릿 따락치가 go feet 5, 4, fum. 이나가도 아기 바치지게 kingdom come. Too many pieces of cake got cut move. 오빠서 너한텐 size 미스 같아. 25 in vision, 25 in wisdom. We gotta go slide and dive and go. Burn lights, dark side. We got the yin and yang. Tough life, reach block. Yeah, we got the yin and yang. 눈 감고 이놈의 수확 처리되면 눈 감고도 차내 부스카스콜. You ain't getting out of this 거대한 설계소 낙비가 내려 결말 없이 열리는 마켓 외쳐. 우린 빈손 to 윗손 monkeys go King Kong. Parasites camouflage on the system of the pixel. 각들이 시끄러 narcissist. Seek, heal and hide the sin. 내 맷집에 핵심은 cyberblink. Talking shit. Collecting his skeleton. 껍데기 박제시켜. For a phone I'm ready. KiiiKiii. Oh, 시작은 all the free. I'm the PD, I'm the actress. Will I take your OSD? Burn light, dark side. We got the yin and yang. Tough life, reach black. Yeah, we got the yin and yang.
All right, very cool, very cool. This was Ziko and Crush. The song is Yin and Yang. Thank you, Dang, for recommending. This has been on our list, and like I said, we'll have to be diving into Ziko at some point. There are some I know we have listened to some songs from Ziko, but like we will definitely need to check that out in the very new future. So, let's see what we got. Uni said hype about the Ziko deep dive. Hey, let's go. And Uni says our second 404 not found lyric of the night. I was gonna say, yeah, double. We doubled up. This is great. I definitely love this. I feel like, again, shout outs to Show Me the Money 12. We have not watched any of them, so maybe at some point I'd be curious to check out, like, maybe we'll have to do it in the future, but like it would be really fun to check out like some clips from shows that I haven't checked out, like Show Me the Money. I know there's been some like other like show, like Korean like shows like this where I haven't watched them, so it'd be cool to check some of them out. Maybe I'll have to ask for some suggestions for those videos, but it'd be cool. I know we have checked out like some like Road to Kingdom videos, stuff like that. But yeah, we'll have to vibe. But I enjoyed this a lot. I feel like, again, I already loved Ziko before we checked out Block B. I love him more, and I felt like this song also phenomenal as well. Like his rap tone, to me, like I said, I've liked from the start, and I feel like he's got such a good flow to him, and like, I don't know, like his energy just is always so much fun to see and listen to. So I really loved that. I thought that was incredible. His some of like his lyricism in the song was like pretty clever as well too. So I like that. Crush, I know I've also heard as well. I know that they if I've got it correct, I know that they have collabed before. If not, I've definitely heard Crush before. And I've liked him. The rapping in his section was also really good, and like I liked like the way that they kind of did the like auto tune to his voice. I thought that was cool as well. It was very tasteful. But this is super catchy. It's got, first of all, great groove. I love the synth choice in this, the drum pattern, like the way that they were like sampling that like voice. I thought was very interesting. I almost thought it was gonna get annoying, but like for whatever reason, it just works with the song. So like I love that. But honestly, just like I think it's just one of those songs that I put on and just was immediately just like moving my head. You know what I mean? Like it just, to me, is just like one of those ones where you're just like bobbing your head, you're just feeling it. And so like I love that, and I think their collaborative efforts are always really cool to see. But yeah, I thought this was rad. This was great. I'm excited again to get into some Ziko deep dive hopefully soon. I know we've already picked out some people's deep dive dates, so Ziko, I feel like we'll have to add to the soloist list in the future. So Dang says people are making subtitles for Show Me the Money 12. Okay, very cool. I'll have to check that out. Drop the link in the Discord, Dang. I'll have to, if we could watch it, I'll see what I can do. Andy says Show Me the Money is so good. Ooh, okay. Dang says yes. One of their most famous songs together is Bermuda Triangle, which also features Dean. It turns 10 this year. Oh my god, damn, that is crazy. And then I was gonna say, I know I listened to Crush's Rush Hour with J-Hope. That was good. I do remember Crush. But that's awesome. Also, shout outs to Dean. We've covered Dean too. Very sick. Love Dean. And that's crazy. It's turning 10. That's crazy, because that's like as long as I've been doing YouTube for. So like I'm having a hard time coming to the realization that I will be doing this for a decade in like 2 to 3 weeks, which is crazy. But that's awesome. Shout outs to both of them for the continued hustle. We love to see it. So all right, very cool. I believe we have Syndra. I know they had chatted about a video, so we'll have to check this one out. I don't know much else about it, but excited to watch. Gunky says you're getting old. Channel is getting old. I mean, I already knew I was getting old. That's fine. I'm down for that vibe. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm aging gracefully, you know? So I've watched some videos of myself, and damn, like, I feel like it's crazy to see, like, a video I did 10 years ago on the show, on the channel, you know? So I feel like I'm holding up well, which is great. Sindra says Hip Hop Princess was the SVS for hip hop groups that will promote in both Korea and Japan. 20 Korea, 20 Japan, to debut in a 7-member group called Hype. Very interesting. And Nam Yuju from Island 2 is in the debut lineup. Ooh, okay. We did not check out Island 2, or we did check out Island 2, excuse me. Yeah, we did check out Island 2. I don't know where my brain was going at. We did check out that. I think it's because I was thinking of like Boys Planet 2, and I was like, we didn't check out Boys Planet, but we did check out Island 2. So that's funny. I completely trying to block out something that I know I watched. But anyway, let's check it out. This is called Do My Thing. So let's give it a listen.
BYT, yeah, I'm pretty.
Do my thing 연습실에서 집
언더독부터 공주에서 queen. 미치고 취기한 brown eyes 점점
빠르담 틈 없이 우린 컴컴
천천히 정상에 올라선 down quick a smile 휘파람 불어. Pay attention, walking my 나 간단한 포스로 닿게 된 on 나는 stop dead issue hot 세계로 rhythm만 나로와 다시 crystal drop
On the flow 싹도 세니 방고 Lights, camera, action, go Yeah, you beat it up 와도 신호 거도 허도 시대 어글로 AI drop on the phone
무시가 담 너의 negativity 립스틱으로 왁스 끝고 지워버리지 큰 outfit, earrings, speakers, dances 생태계 교란하고 가져와 insist
미치고 tricky-한 brown eyes 점점 곧바로 downtime 없이 우리 컴컴 주얼이 좋대 넌 가재니 널 leak like a smile 휘파람 불어 휘파람 불어 휘파람 불어
Young and wild and free See how run this city 천천히
Sounds like one of those whistle.
휘파람 불어
책상 위에 new kicks 보여줄게 나의 move 순식간에 table turn 달려와서 조건을 제시 나 하나만으로도 충분히 a labels wrong 현질 없이 max double 높아진 배로 씹어줄게 내게 haters come 철거실 때 그저 build locked and loaded and 좀 가꾸고도 Luffy's burn
Control B 너 그리 가시 살기도 아프대 시타와 GPT 내가 칸톤의 대사같이 전년대 서윤대학예로와 PPT
미치고 tricky-한 brown eye 점점 곧바로 downtime 없이 우린 컴컴 주얼이 좁대 너 cousin이 너 leak quick a smile 휘파람 불어 휘파람 불어 Young and wild and pretty See how from this city 천천히 정상에 올라선 다 끝 the smile 휘파람 불어
All right, very cool. This was Hype Princess, and the song is Do My Thing. Thank you, Sindra, for sending this over. Let's see. Sindra says Nam Yuju from Island 2 is in the debut lineup. Unhee and Gunky both said interesting. And Sindra also says Kita from Evan's sister Reno made it into the debut lineup as well. Oh, very interesting. Shout out to Even. They're also great too. Very interesting. I feel like obviously it was cool seeing Yuju in Island 2. Obviously, I'm glad she's still doing, still kind of in the genre somewhat. I mean, obviously, I feel like this is a little bit different, but this is very cool. I thought it was very interesting as well. I think the only thing that kind of got me, which I thought was very interesting, it kind of the whistle sound that they use reminds me whatever reason of a like a silly whistle, like the one where like it's got like the fucking like pull tab where you could like make it do like really goofy shit. Like that's what it reminded me of, and I was like I couldn't get that image out of my head after I had listened to this song. So I feel like that's maybe a personal like cross that I will bear while listening to this song. But in terms of like the rapping in this, I thought this was great. I thought they were all very solid. A slide whistle, yes, Unhe's got it. Thank you. I called it a silly whistle because I just feel like it makes a silly noise. So, but it is a slide whistle. You are correct, Uni. So thank you. Thanks for the correction. But I felt like this one was very interesting. Like the vocal, like the rapping sections, I thought were incredible. Very incredibly done. I think like to me, at least in terms of members that I liked, obviously Yuju, I feel like I liked her tone from the get because I'm already familiar with how she does it. But I also liked whoever's in the back here with the like the orangey, like amberish hair. I feel like they were cool. I also appreciated the one also in the back with like the wavy hair. I feel like she had like a little bit of and this is again, I'll preface this again, nasally in like a good way, like very like G idols, like Soyeon's G idol kind of vibe, which I'm here for. That's cool. I feel like there's not a lot of vocal tones that are kind of in that space, so it's cool to hear that. But yeah, I thought overall I thought this was very solid. I'd be very curious, like to me, I feel like I usually am a little bit hit or miss on like I'm a little hit or miss on like performance songs, and that's not to say that they're bad or anything, but like I'm so engrossed in like how the songs sound, and like this was really cool, but like it would have been interesting to hear it like from like a studio perspective. So I'll have to check it out in my free time. I don't know if they have that as like a song to listen to like on streaming or on YouTube, so I'll have to go do my homework and dig. But I thought this was solid. I thought this was a exciting song to listen to. Be curious to see what else they do. I feel like I don't want to have my judgments about them already because they're still new, but I thought it was very solid. So Sindra says amber hair is Sujin and wavy hair is YSY. Okay, very nice, very nice. Polo, hello. It's not free for all, but I am doing Ketchup on like new releases. So and Cedric says they also have another one good they haven't debuted yet. Okay, fair enough. Excited to check it out. Uni says I'm not sold on the song, but they seem cool and I'm interested to see more from them. That's fair. I feel like it's always good to have like a healthy bit of reservation, So, but not bad at all. Enjoyed it. So, all right. If y'all have got more, I know there was a ton that we caught up on the last time. Let me see if there's any on here that I was interested in. I know Harmony posted a new James Lee song, so that would have been cool, but I'll check that out. Momo Land would be fun. Maybe I'll throw Momo Land on. That would be cool. And then we'll get into some of the other ones here. If I can go first, I'll go to Steve. Okay. All right, dang. I will do yours first, and then I will throw Momo Land up after that. So, and then I'll do Gunkies. So, all right, dang. You've gotten first dibbies. So, we'll check that out. Okay, cool. This is Team J Tong and Hooki Shibasaki. Shibaseki. God, sorry. Let's check it out. This is Cockroaches. One day I'll get it.
해 계속 talk less more action 콜백은 난 그저 닥치고 시작했어 red ocean 빈수레들로 북새통 get back 컨셉 전에 가져 정체성 유행 따라 피고 지는 lot of rappers 원지 덮인 낡은 페이지 넘겨 있어 new chapter 내 날선 발음은 네 귀를 쑤시 저리 세상에 굶기고 쓰는 망치는 stupid you fat cockroaches 네 소식 네가 내쉬는 공기 toxic 위선으로 들킨 네 생각은 오염된 플라스틱 잠든 네 마이크는 그저 장식 내가 직접 무너뜨리고 다시 재건의 reconstruction 잔해를 쓸어 담아 스타리 from the bottom 뼈대와 기초 다져 새롭게 쌓아올린 규격의 골조가 되는 two-fold brick by brick 경관의 구절은 내들 봄에 don't be lazy 주둥이로 씨뿌리지만 말고 해 이제 back to the basement 열띤 노력은 임계칠 뚫어 my roof going 불타네 가슴 속엔 아직 뜨거운 불꽃 언제든지 난 준비돼 있어 J통 적패들 앞에 natural disaster 난 네 심장을 뛰게 하지 Don't touch me 어디 감히 just watch me 끝까지 고해 계속 talk less more action 콜백은 난 그저 닥치고 시작했어 이 red ocean 빈수레들로 북새통 get back 컨셉 전에 가져 정체성 유행 따라 피고 지는 lot of rappers 원지 덮인 낡은 페이지 넘겨 있어 new chapter 내 날선 발음은 네 귀를 쑤시 저리 세상을 굶기고 쓰는 망치는 stupid you fat cockroaches
I love Men in Black. Wow, that was crazy. All right, this was J Tong and Hooki Shibasaki. And the song is Cockroaches. Very nice. Thank you, Dang. Cool. Let's see what we got. A couple comments. Sindra says, "Have you checked out the newest Say My Name release?" We did. That was on a couple weeks ago, or yeah, it was maybe a week or two ago. Dang says, "I really like the sound. Can't place what it is. It depends on what you're talking about. First of all, I like that this." First of all, utilizes like a lot of like homemade like instruments. Like it sounded like dice shaking in one of the sections. It also kind of reminded me like some of that parts like that like the shaking sound kind of reminded me again of either like maracas or like dice or something. Kind of feels like a dice vibe. I don't know. I like the like different like different like kind of like glass tones, which I'm sure if you've seen it, it's probably like I imagine they probably recorded like had cups, had like either like a drumstick or like a pencil or something, and was like hitting like the different like tones you can get from like a glass cup, which I think is really cool. I feel like you don't get to hear those types of tonalities as much anymore, so it's cool to hear that. I love the like Roland synth that they're using. Definitely like old school synth vibes, which I'm about. It's almost got like a little bit of, I guess, like maybe not as much synth, but definitely like more of a an organ type sound, I guess, if that makes sense. But really enjoyed that. The drumming was cool. I liked a lot of the chromatic, like descending melodies in this. I thought it was very interesting. And J Tong, I feel like, is incredible. I know we checked out a song from him very recently, and I also enjoyed his tone. He's just got like, to me, I feel like he's got like this eliteness to his voice. Like it's hard to describe his tone, but I feel like he's got such a good like bitey tone. Like there's something about it that just is aggressive. Like you look at him, you're like, you know, he's a rapper, but like to me it's just like he's got this kind of like aggressive tone to his voice that I just think works so well in like a song like this, which is like a little bit more subdued. Like it's not like his voice kind of sticks out even more so than I think like if I heard him like in a hard song, like still would be great and like would enjoy it. But like I would also say like his tonality I think just stands out more when stuff is like cleaned up a little bit in terms of like the production. So it's really cool to see that juxtaposition in the songwriting and like the music tone, and like really enjoy his voice. I feel like I think I've listened to maybe like 3 or 4 of his features so far, maybe a couple more than that at this point. But everyone that I've heard him on, I've like been like, ooh, I like his tone, and I feel like he's such a cool he's such an interesting like vocalist. So I'm excited. I feel like this one was pretty rad. So appreciate it, Dang. Hopefully you get some good sleep, but I did really enjoy this a lot. So this was great. So thank you. Thanks for sending it this way. We will have to check out more as well. I did put a K-hip-hop section, so I will hope to cover more of them in the foreseeable future. So very nice, very nice. Thank you. So all right. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to get everybody's picks here. Okay, Tay Young, not to be confused with the other Tay Young. Very nice, very nice. If chat's got more, let me know. I will do it. Let's see. Dang says, I also love how J-Tong keeps sneaking in lines about polluting plastics. Listen, he's the GOAT for that. Fell in love with him in Rap Public. And in his killing verse, he is eating raw broccoli while rapping. Hey, let's go. And Dang says, good night all. I'm going to enjoy my new cat. That's awesome. Best of luck. Hopefully you find out whose cat it is, but very nice. Like I said, I would like to check out Momo Land, since I'm almost positive that my oh, Jazz, sorry. I will do that now. Holy shit. Sorry. I did not see that. I will throw Momo Land on after that though. Jesus Christ. Thanks for letting me know. If I didn't get to yours last round, please let me know. There's so many. I get often a lot of messages on here in chat, so I just want to make sure I've got to everybody at least once. So, all right, Ferris, if I can spell. Very nice. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get into it. All right, check it out.
낯설게 느껴지는 지금이야. 너를 마주하고 있는 이 순간이 난 믿겨지지 않아. 빙글빙글 천천히 도는 관람차같이 너와의 운명은 다시금 지나쳤던 그때만 이제 네 앞에 내릴 수만 있다면 사랑이 뻔하지 솔직해져야지. 우린 뭔가 그 사이에 서서 다시 한 번 더 그 시절로 돌아갈 수 있을까. 몇 번이고 행복한데도 좋아. 돌고 돌아 너를 다시 만날 테니까. 다시 온 우리들만의 관람차 멈추지 않게 너의 두 손을 잡을게.
Great harmonies there. Awesome.
빙글빙글 천천히 도는 관람차같이 너와의 기적은 다시금 그리웠던 그때 맘 이제 네 앞에 내릴 수만 있다면 해줘야지 우린 뭔가 그 상이 있어서 다시 한 번 더 그 시절로 돌아갈 수 있을까 몇 번이고 반복한데도 좋아 돌고 돌아 너를 다시 만날 테니까 다시 온 우리 둘만의 관람차 멈추지 않게 너의 두 손을 잡을게 가로등 불이 켜지고 이 거린 우리만의 무대가 되어 분명히 잠깐 놓고 간 시간을 찾아와 다시금 흐르도록 너도 나와 같은 마음이라면 다시론 우리 둘만의 관람차 놓치지 않게 너의 두 손을 잡을게 몇 바퀴 돌고 돌아 고장나도 괜찮아 우린 다시 엇갈리면 안 되니까 뒤늦은 진심에도 들고 있던 관람차 놓치지 않게 너의 두 손을 잡을게
Ooh, what a beautiful chord to end this on. Wow. Damn. All right, this was ONEWE's Ferris wheel. Thank you, Jazz, for the recommendation. I would have been pissed if I missed this one, honestly. So glad we got to check it out. Gunky says they always have great music. And Jazz says, I will never get tired of Younghoon's voice. I would also agree. This one was phenomenal. I feel like this one kind of has like such a cool whimsy to it. I think that obviously plays into like the song title name of it being Ferris wheel. But like it does remind me a lot of like there's two things it reminds me of. It reminds me of like a lot of like musical motifs that you would hear in like winter or like holiday type songs, and I mean that in like the obviously the nicest ways. I think like it does combine a lot of like almost like a borderline sort of like borderline like holiday feel to it, but as well as that, it reminds me a lot of like like kind of gives like a Disney vibe to it, not in like a bad way. Like I feel like Disney writes incredible music and it's very captivating in that aspect, but they also use like a lot of like beautiful like melody choices that kind of like brings about the whimsy in those movies, right? And I feel like this song to me brings out a lot of like the whimsy and like songwriting and like structure and the way that songs are arranged. And I've always felt this way about ONEWE's music, but I would say more equivocally about this song is that like their writing is just gotten so much better. And that's not to say the previous songs were not great, but like I think this one has such a beautiful melody. Like the movement of the song is like really gorgeous. I think like the vocal tones throughout this song were just really, really well placed. And I love that they kind of like rotate, you give like a rotating cast. Like that was something that I remembered about ONEWE and still remember very, very much about the deep dive that we've done on them and obviously subsequent comebacks that we've checked out. But I do feel like they've always traditionally done a great job of like being able to make that rotating cast of vocals work. And then there's even parts where they like do harmonies together and like the melody choices that they work in are just so gorgeous. I love the chorus of this song. I think it's really catchy. Again, it it really gives me that whimsy. You know what I mean? Like it really like I was just kind of sat here like getting goosebumps about the song because I just think the writing is just like gorgeously written, and I think it really kind of allows you to transport yourself into kind of like the amusement of being at an amusement park, or like, you know, the amusement that you feel in those moments of like of those types of songs. So I love hearing that. I love being able to be transported in that way. I think it obviously shows off like their incredible songwriting, but and then as well as that, I think the lyricism and like reading some of the lyrics on this song, I think were also really well put together as well too. And so I will have to check out the rest of this release. I'd imagine there is more songs to this than just Ferris Wheel. So we'll have to absolutely give this some more love tomorrow. But wow, holy shit, this was awesome. This is so good. I feel like, and this is not a disrespect to ONEWE whatsoever, but I feel like and I've said it before, but it's like I feel like every time I'm on stream, it's like when I listen to a new K band or like a K band that releases stuff, like I'm just like, damn, like, oh, here's a piece of candy. And it's like, here's a piece of candy. So I genuinely like appreciate people that really stand like one group, but like there's so much good shit. Like Can't Be Blue, I listened to a ton yesterday. I listened to the new Amp record. And then I'll probably listen to this single a bunch more times from ONEWE. So like, I don't know. I feel like K bands. I feel like if you're in love with K bands, I would argue you've been eating pretty well over the past couple months. So, which is good. I love to see that. Lucy released some stuff last year too. So like, it's great. So hopefully some more good shit to come this year in 26 for K bands. But they've been crushing it. So very cool. And everyone said it is a single. Gunky says, how did I miss this song dropping? I feel that. But very nice. Thank you again, Jazz. Sorry I missed out on you first. So, Gunky says Dragon Pony needs to release new music. It's been a while. It has been a bit. I'm sure they've got something cooking this year. So, very nice. All right. Well, we're getting back on track here. We're going to check out Momo Land's new song. I believe it is White Spring. So, let's check it out.
눈발이 잠든 골목에서 너의 온기만 조용히 번져 말하지 않아도 알았어 내 겨울의 끝이 너라는 걸 손끝에 남은 미묘한 떨림 조금씩 녹아 사라지는 어제 잠든 마음을 깨우는 계절 그겐 너였어 하얀 봄 위에 춥지 않아 마음이 좋아 웃는 널 보며
Aw, very nice. Cool stuff. All right. Well, this was Momo Land's White Spring. You're hanging out. Thank you for hanging. I like this a lot. This is a very sweet. I don't. It looks like it's just one song potentially. Couple comments here. Gunky says, such a cute MV, and then they are meaning to check this one out. Hey, let's go. We're checking it out now. This is definitely going on my playlist. And Jazz says, so pretty. Their tones sound great. I would also agree. Obviously, we checked out Momo Land very recently, so if you missed out on that, please go check it out. But I enjoyed this. This is definitely feels a little bit more. This feels more subdued in a nice way. Like, I feel like a lot of their songs, like the last title track, Rodeo, was good. I liked Rodeo. I thought it was fun, very energetic. But I like this. This is kind of like more on the ballad lines, maybe like a little bit of like singer-songwritery and feeling. But I thought it was very sweet. I would also agree with Jazz, like their tone sounded really incredible in the song. As well as that, like I liked the bridge of the song. I like that they changed it up just a smidge. Like it keeps it. I feel like it still keeps within the same sort of lane. But I love like the different like tonalities they were able to go through with this one. I thought that was really beautiful. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. I think the I think to me like the ballady sorts of songs, like you get to hear a different flavor of what they're doing, and obviously, you know, their lineup has changed. So it was cool to hear this kind of tonality from them. So I enjoyed this. I don't know if this screams if they're going to be releasing something else this upcoming year. I know that they're kind of more officially back now. So I'm hoping that maybe we'll get some, you know, we'll get a new title track from them in the foreseeable future. But I thought this was a very sweet sweet song for this time of year. So appreciate it. Uni says the cadence at the beginning of the chorus made me think of Like a Prayer. I can hear that. I could hear that for sure. That's a great song too. So I could see that. But cool stuff. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled, I'm sure, for new for new Momo Land. So excited. Very nice. All right. We're gonna keep it moving. We've got Hinazaka 46 from Gunky. I have no idea what it is. So we'll check it out. Gunky says this was a random YouTube recommendation the other day. I really liked it. Was it Sikinaru Crescendo? I'd assume it is because that one came out a couple of days ago. So, okay, perfect. Thank you, Gunky. All right, let's check it out. Aw. All right, this was Hinazaka 46, and the song was Sikinaru Crescendo. Very nice, very nice. Shout outs to all the ladies in this group. Let's see. Gonki says, I know nothing about this group. Okay, well, if you are watching this online, let me know if you know information about this group. If not, cool. Jazz says, very fun. Uni says, pretty good, but where's this? I do appreciate the dichotomousness of Gunky, where we have one song that has skibbity in it, and the next one is like this very like poppy Japanese J-pop song. So I'm here for it, you know. If there is ever a drought in Japanese music, then Gunky would cease to exist. So but I appreciate it. I kid. But I enjoyed this a lot. I think it was very sweet, first and foremost. I feel like a lot of J-pop, I'm always like, my first intuition is just like, I just love their sweet tones. Like, there's just something special about like Japanese pop music that just like, I don't know, it just brightens your day. Like, I would say that I didn't particularly had a bad day, but I will say like it just gives you that like warm and fuzzy feeling, which is fun. I also like the retroness of it as well, like the horn section, like the chorus more specifically, I felt like had that like really kind of retro flair. I think it's just again kind of like that little bit of that nostalgia in some ways. But I enjoyed this. I think this was very interesting. I like how they kind of broke them off into different moments of the song. I would say, again, the strongest they sounded was more specifically the chorus, which I feel like you got to be with a song like this. I think it drives a lot of the momentum of the track, which is fun. The bridge I also thought was very interesting. I really liked that a lot as well. I thought they were... I think the melody choice in that section was probably very divergent from the choruses, which is great. I think you definitely need those moments where, like, obviously it's not like completely different, but I feel like they definitely took the melody in a different direction, and I like that. But I thought overall this was great, very sweet. I think like again their tonality comes across super well. So I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, this one was great. No, I don't think I got any notes on this one. So very nice. Thank you, Gunky. Appreciate it. So we're gonna move on to the next one, which I believe was actually recommended by Harmony, but we'll check it out. Gunky, or not Gunky, Uni recommended 1 or 8 Tokyo Drift. So we're gonna check this one out. I have no idea what this is sounds like. I have never heard of this group either, so this is also going to be a new experience for me as well. So check it out. Oh, okay. Let's go. OG classic right there.
Do it up, rewind. Full gas when I get that green light. On track for the big one, look where we are. Raising the bar, get in the car. Swapping out, taking off, I'm like 기아롭고 잘못하리 night. Send it your place, cause we ain't humana. It break, you know we're not roll.
0 to 100, go for gold. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I'ma race it, I'ma say I never ever lost. Never ever lost. Now you know I'm taking off. I'ma race it, I'ma say I never ever lost. Now you know I'm taking off. I'ma make it, I'ma take it.
Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting. Come to the city and we do it different. I'm in Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting,
spot, put me at the top. I can make it rain with the aftershock. Bet those suits in with my tomodachi. If I'm on the way, you know it's a lot. Pedal straight down to the middle like city got a city at the top of got the whole crowd talking about it like look. Turn it to 11, think they got the message. I could keep them guessing, got him mad intention. I'll be teaching lessons, I'll be making messes. 하늘은 가라 하네오 길로겠대. I'ma reach it, I'ma say I never ever lost. Now you know I'm taking off, I'ma make it, I'ma take it. Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting. Come to the city and we do it different. Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting. Come to the city and see what we did. Tokyo drifting, doing it different, yeah. I want the red light tension. Ain't got no fear in the clothes. I'm in a put on the show, but I said a new time. Konnichiwa. I'ma race it, I'ma say I never ever lost, never ever lost. Now you know I'm taking off. Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting. Come to the city and we do it different. I'm in Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting, Tokyo drifting. Come to the city and see what we different. Hello girl, konnichiwa. We wanna raid, diamond chain. She wanna spot, hey, get it, got.
All of this in my hand, what I got though. Hand me some money and say I got the wait. Watch though, you know we lit and we turn to the spot close.
Wow. Oh my god. That was sick. Shout outs. ONEWE. I'll have to sub now. That's awesome. All right. This was ONEWE, the song Tokyo Drift. It looks like it's off their first mini album, Gather. Thank you, ONEWE, for the recommendation, and also shout outs to Harmony for initially recommending it in chat. Hopefully, Harmony, you don't mind me checking it out. But this was good. I like this a lot. First and foremost, I would argue, I think one of the most iconic songs in the Fast and Furious franchise. I don't think there is a more iconic song to that movie, but I love that song. I listen to that. I listen unabashedly. I listened to that song a lot of times growing up as a kid. I also listen to, again, probably will age myself a little bit, but like a G6, I listen to a ton. I think, again, maybe it just had to do with like a lot with like representation and stuff in my youth. So I appreciate that. Now it's, cool to check it out. But I thought this was incredible. This was cool. I like I love the remix of it. I like at first they give you like that dot 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 dot, like the classic OG hits. But then they mix it up, and I thought it was really, really cool. I think the way that they kind of, again, made it into like a 808 trap hip hop beat, I thought was really sick. The part of the song that I was like really fucking stoked about was the pre-chorus. Like the melody choice that they used in that was just so sick, and I think it meshed up really well with like that aggressive like punch of the song. So I love that a lot as well. But I think the way that they intertwined both of those things into this song, I think were really well put together. Also, shout outs to like their rapping. I thought the rapping on this was super good, and I felt like each member individually sounded great. Like they all had like this really kind of aggressive tonality to it. So I loved hearing like the differentiation from each member and like what they were able to do. I feel like that kind of fleshed this group out a little bit more in my eyes. So I loved hearing that. But yeah, I think this one, again, I think is partially nostalgia, and like I said, I love that song, but I do appreciate kind of like the homage to the song, but also reintroducing or revitalizing like the song in other ways. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, overall, I thought this was phenomenal. I'll have to check it out. It looks like Power is one of the other songs. I don't know if this is on the same album or not, but I'll have to check it out. But I really enjoyed this a lot. This is probably up there for one of my favorites that I've heard tonight. I just enjoyed it so much. And like the 808 hits were just super strong. It just like this isn't. I feel like typically this isn't the type of song that I would particularly go and listen to, but just like the combination of nostalgia and like the way the song hits, I feel like I don't know, just hit really high marks for me. So damn, this was awesome. This is crazy. This is a good one. So thank you, Harmony. Also thank you, Yoonhee, for recommending it. I appreciate it. So let's see. Syndra, I did check out Say My Name UFO. Jazz says I was unsure about this at first. They got me in the end, but I really liked it. Hey, let's go. I also did check out Hyunjin, Latency. We did check that out last week. So very cool. And if you're referring to Rock Critical, then we did do them last week as well. Uni says, yeah, I know nothing about this group. I found this on Reddit this morning. Thought it was a sick twist on an OG song. Planning on checking out more from them. Yeah, and then like I said, I saw Harmony post it this morning on my phone, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. So Uni and Harmony, you know, hit the handshake. Love it. So very cool. This was a banger. I feel like I got a fire emoji that one, just so Harmony knows. But very cool. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. All right. We've got Callus next. They had recommended Tay Young, which is not to be confused with Tay Young from Girls' Generation. So very cool. Let's see. Cal, if you want to let me know which song you wanted to check out from Tay Young, that would be delightful. You got a lot. We must have missed out on a lot. We did check out Tap. Okay, her. All right. Very nice. I did see Sha La La, and I was like, ooh, I remember checking that one out. All right, cool. H-E, okay. Oh, I scrolled by it. Okay, sorry. Very cool. All right, I did. It was cool I typed it in, because otherwise I probably would have lost it either way. So let's check it out.
Yeah, your eyes are brown and green. 긴 머리에 curl is the prettiest scene. Me, can I call you babe? Yeah, 그녀는 사로잡아 날. Yeah, 빠져나갈 틈이 없게. If you don't take me out of here, it'll be my funeral. But I can't stop thinking of H-E-R, H-E-R, her. H-E-R, H-E-R, her. H-E-R, H-E-R, her. Oh, 넌 나의 밤, 넌 나의 낮, 넌 나의 넌 my shining star, 넌 나의 삶. Oh, 진부한 가사도 you can make it special. 떨어질 줄 몰라 tension. 떨어진 건 나의 patience. Yeah. I've been waiting on you. Yeah. Imagine a better roses. Yeah. They're called my baby girl. 오빠 말같은 아기 생각이 나. 밤이 올 때까지 노린 춤을 춰. Thousand miles까지 퍼지는 우리 잔향이 멀리 퍼져가지. I can't get away. 너가 없이 나르도 힘들 것 같아. H-E-R, my inhaler. I only see her. Every day's our anniversary. H-E-R, my inhaler. I only see her. I only see you.
All right, very nice. This was Tay Young's Her. Very nice. Thank you, Kala, for the recommendation. Um, Jazz says, I didn't even know he was out of the military already. Nice to see him again. And Kala says he got out not too long ago. Very nice, very nice. And Cal also says, I believe this was an unreleased song for a bit, but was released finally after he got out of the military. Very nice, very nice. Well, glad he's out. And he is back to making music again. I thought this was very nice. I didn't know what to expect. I know I know we have checked out some Tay Young songs. I have a obviously familiarity with Sha La La. Like that was the first one I saw, and I was like, oh, as soon as I saw the name and I saw like the song title, I was like, I knew exactly who we were referring to. But I enjoyed this a lot. Very sweet. I think the like melody choice I thought was also very cool. Like I think his vocal tone was probably the thing that stood out to me the most. And I remember his vocal tone standing out to me a lot in Sha La La, and I hate that I keep referencing that song, but it is what it is. But I feel like to me, like his vocal tone was very cool, and I think this song utilizes it really well. Like he's got like a really interesting kind of like almost like a little gritty in his tonality, but like his low tone is really cool. And then I really love like his melody choices in this as well. You got to hear like a cool bit of mid range, like a little bit of high range as well. But like I felt like the definition in his tone was really cool. I also was very concerned on how he was going to like rhythmize like her. I feel like almost all K-pop groups or K artists like do kind of use like the song title. I feel like it almost always comes out in the final product of the song or what they focus like this lyricism around. But I thought it worked out really well. At first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then by like the second chorus, I was like, no, this makes sense. Like I can understand like the melody, the rhythm of the song. I felt like it worked well. As well as that, I also enjoyed kind of like the instrumentation of this. I like that it kind of has like this like more low key feel to it. And then as well as that, like the I thought the MV was very cute as well. I think it played really well into the song name and obviously like the feeling of the song. But very sweet song. And I would assume, I know there are some parts obviously in Korean, but there's a lot of English in this song as well too, which was also really cool to hear as well. So I enjoyed this a lot. Like I said, I'll have to check out. I know he has a brand new song as of 3 months ago. So I don't know. This one came out a month ago. So it looks like he's got some songs that have come out more recently, which is cool. So we'll have to check those out in the foreseeable future. But very nice, very nice. All right. Well, I've hit the wall on the song. So if y'all got more that you would like me to check out that came out within, I don't know, probably past couple months, let me know. Let's see. Andy says Hwasa, Fool for You. Oh, okay. I did not know Hwasa had a new song. So Fool for You. Very nice. Jazz, the hell did you? How did I forget? How am I skipping Jazz? What the fuck? I saw ONEWE Ferris wheel. Okay. Shit. I swear it's not intentional, Jazz. See a blue killer. Okay, I'll do that one first. Andy, you're gonna have to wait. Sorry. I don't know how I don't see it. My God. Like dead ass. Like I don't know how. I can't. I'm gonna try my damn hardest. Maybe I'm sleep deprived. I'm gonna blame it on that. Damn. That's true. I didn't ban you like KiiiKiii. Though to be fair, I accidentally banned KiiiKiii. It was not purposeful. So that's great. Sintra. I think I did check out Yes We Are. I don't think the only one I think we didn't check out from Identity was Pretty Boy Swag. Unhee is Young Posse. Okay, I'm no joke gonna stop every time I fucking see somebody type next song. Okay. God. All right. Jazz, we're gonna do yours is CN Blue, which we did not cover, but we are gonna cover at some point. So come through for CN Blue. But let's check out Killer Joy. I have been seeing I'll actually be able to listen to this song now, which is sick because I've been seeing a lot of them doing covers with like other artists. I think the one that I saw most currently or that showed up on my feed was Wendy, which was cool. So we'll check that out. So 50-50 still in time. Okay, we'll also check that out, Gunky. Thank you. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's check out CN Blue's Killer Joy now.
숨죽이는 네가 내 target tonight. We like the loaded shot.
All right, dig it.
꼼짝마 두 손을 high. 뜨겁게 흐르는 땀 다들 숨이 넘어가. 넌 놀라. 잠든 요란해지는 잠든 soul. Yeah, yeah. 3, 2, 1 and you're losing your mind. Killer Joy 내 멜로디를 네 가슴에 당겨줘. Killer Joy 다 태워봐 fire. 광란의 밤 만들어 널 위한 Killer Joy. 걱정들을 다 fade away. Oh, Killer Joy. Let's play. My name Killer Joy.
What a vocal run.
지루한 시간을 죽이는 나 내가 그 범인이야 나를 막지는 마 You can block 네 맘이 뻥 뚫려 wow So what you gonna do What you gonna do What you gonna do 잠든 요란해지는 잠든 soul Yeah yeah 3, 2, 1 and you're losing your mind Killer Joy 내 멜로디를 네 가슴에 당겨줘 Killer Joy 다 태워봐 fire 광란의 밤 만들어 널 위한 Killer Joy 걱정들을 다 fade away Oh Killer Joy Let's play My name Killer Joy Don't stop us now let it go 계속 가 we on the flow Baseline drum roll let it go Oh oh we on the flow Don't stop us now let it go 계속 가 we on the flow Baseline drum roll let it go Oh oh we on the flow 불이 꺼진 무대 아직 우리 온길 담고 있는 밤 다시 한번 빛을 당겨봐 한번 더 trigger rush Killer Joy 걱정들을 다 fade away Oh Killer Joy Let's play My name Killer Joy
Woo. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. All right. This was CN Blue's Killer Joy. Thank you again, Jazz. Apologies for skipping you again. This was sick. I'm kind of pissed I didn't check this out. Though, to be fair, I think the reason why I didn't check it out was because we didn't officially do CN Blue. We did their like concert stream. Shout outs to Connie. But I don't think we've officially covered CN Blue, so that's why I don't think I checked it out. But I'm kind of pissed I didn't check this out sooner because this was phenomenal. This was so good. I loved, first of all, that like that melody run that their vocalist does. That in that like beginning part of the chorus is crazy. Like that jump from like chest voice to like head voice, I would say maybe in like a borderline, like I wouldn't say falsetto because he definitely has like a little bit of rasp in his top end, but just like so good, really dynamic. I think it really kind of comes together super well. I also love how catchy the chorus is. That is like probably, I would say this is probably one of the catchiest choruses that I've heard in quite a bit. I just thought it was phenomenal. Like the melody is just something that I am going to remember so well, just because it's got such a good hook. I like now I'm excited to check out some of the Instagram versions with like Wendy, and some of the other ones that they did collabs with, like all really fantastic vocalists as well. But like, we'll definitely have to check it out. But holy shit, so good. I think the instrumentation was really good as well too. I just love the kind of like, I don't know, like I guess like indie rock feel of it. I know it's definitely more along the lines of like that rock tone, but it's just like there's like indie, like the way that they utilize like a lot of the like guitar tones. I love like the vibrato that they're using. They're like using like a little bit of tremolo mixed with like maybe some like chorus. I think it's just so well put together and it makes the song feel really good. The drumming on this really dynamic, really fun. Bass work I feel like is like the anchor that holds the song together, so I loved hearing that as well. I will say this song reminds me a lot of, and I'll probably play it for you now, just like a little bit of it, but it reminds me of this band that I love. I don't think that they are a band anymore, unfortunately, but there's this band from Canada. They're called Seaway, and the song is called Big Vibe. But I feel like that was like the chorus reminds me a ton of that. I don't know why, but it just reminds me a ton of the chorus. So like I don't know if I've ever played, I may have played it on chat at some point, but like I'll go to the chorus of it real quick. Let me see if I can find it.
I think she's lovely.
It kind of gives me a similar vibe. All right, I'll stop. That's my somehow my brain connects those two choruses together. Obviously, they're not 100% exactly the same, but like melody wise, they kind of sound in a similar ballpark. So, but very nice, very nice. Okay, I am going to make sure to copy yours now down, Jazz, so I don't accidentally don't do yours. So, all right, and let's see. Cinder says Hannah's nonstop. I'll check that one out too. Nonstop. Okay, very cool, very cool. I think we are back on track here. Okay, Cinder says Pretty Boy's Flag is with all 15. Yeah, I know I've seen the 2 subunit songs, but I have not checked out Pretty Boy Swag, the new one. So, Jazz says, oh yeah, they've done a lot. Very nice. And Guggy says, I can't believe you didn't check that out. That's fair. That's fair. Guggy says this song's a lot of fun. And let's see. Okay. And Jazz says, Younghwa's voice is crazy. I do remember his voice being absolutely like ape shit crazy in like when we did this concert. I was just floored by his voice, but we will actually have to deep dive into CN Blue at some point because I would definitely be down. So, and they're on our list, so we'll have to check them out. But very cool. I'm gonna take Andy's pick next. They have chosen Hwasa's "Fool for You," which I have pulled up already. I don't know why I went to go look for it, but Andy said it is from an OST. So let's check it out. Excited. Let's give it a listen.
어떻게든 살아야지. I'm such a fool, such a fool for you.
She's got such a good voice. It's insane.
And you have me down in blue. Oh, for you, such a fool for you. Such a fool for you. 걱정하지 마. 어떻게든 살아보자. Song for me, don't wait up. No piece of habit I cannot break. Oh, what a shame. Still, I believe in love.
야, 우리 앞으로 어떡하냐? 뭘 어떡해? 살아야지.
Wow. All right. That was Hwasa's Fool for You. Thank you, Andy, for the pick. Jazz says she is so good. Andy says love her voice, that piano with the trumpet. I would also agree. The piano and the trumpet was incredible. Like the little bit of piano solo in there was gorgeous. I love, first of all, Mamamoo. I love Mamamoo as a collective. I think they're all incredible. There was one, I think 1 year, 2 years ago, like Wee-in's album came out, and I binged that. I went to go see her. Hwasa, I think, is like the one member I would like to see the most out of Momo Land. I missed out on seeing Moonbin, but I hope to see her at some point. But man, Hwasa, I feel like, to me, is like one of those vocalists that is just like, she has such a sultriness to her voice, and I love that. Moonbyul, sorry, if I said Moonbin, sorry, I meant Moonbyul. But I feel like, to me, like there's such a sultriness to her voice, and then I also feel like there's such a good character to her vocal tone that I really love. Like, to me, I think this song, though, I feel like her voice isn't like in it all the time. Like there just the way that she like her voice kind of has like bits of craggliness to it in like a good way. Like she's got like a little bit of grit, like as well as that, like there are some parts where she like really kind of cleans up her tone and has like this beautiful like head voice falsetto tone. It just really kind of was cool to see like the different like tonalities that she has done in her musical journey, like kind of compiled into like one song. There's just kind of like a soulfulness in the way that she sings, and I anytime that I've listened to like a lot of the Hasa songs in terms of her solo stuff, I feel like that always comes through super well. It's not to say it doesn't come through in Mamamoo songs, certainly, because they're all incredible artists, but I feel like in the solo act of things, like you get to hear like those little bits of nuances, and so I loved hearing that. But I also got to give her a shout out. This song is in all English, which is also really impressive as well, even though I think there obviously isn't a ton of like English or vocal lines as well, but like I just feel like the impact that this song has on an instrumental level is great, but then like you couple that with like how well she is as a vocalist, I think it's cool to hear like her kind of go through the paces a little bit in this track, and you get to hear like different vantage points of where she's at. So I enjoyed this a lot. This was like I said, this was really, really sick. So definitely enjoyed this one a lot. This was great. So thank you, Andy. Always keeping me updated on Hasa, so I appreciate that. So very nice. We are keeping it moving though. The next one we've got is ONEWE's pick, and I believe they have chosen Young Posse's Visa. So we'll be checking that one out. So let's give it a listen. Ooh, wow. That arpeggiated synth, wild.
Schedule our subject, Biggie in the makeup shield, burn out Scarlet in my way. Let me enter the beat, 시간 아직 실패. 거기 기우질 사이에, 닮은 규칙 사이에. Put the mask on like Kanye. 오늘 쇼는 내가 말해, 소리 지르고 sky에. 절대 못 가는 저걸. Brand new song, let's be so woke. 백화점에 my room, 감춰두기 I'm too go. 아침부터 걸린 내 다리 니들 like. 매일 지켜도 된다는 게 passport, 우리 집 도서관 chill. 어제도 오늘이 오늘은 어제로 뒤바뀐 나 좀 새. 이리 없기는 한단 말링 당연히 자리는 player. Yes, I do bucket list, yelling then analogy. We don't have bomb
I love that they end the skirt on the end. That's great. All right, this was Young Posse's Visa. Thank you, Unhee, for the pick. Appreciate it. I like this one a lot more. I think the one we listened to last week, it just didn't really. I just really wasn't jiving with that one. I think for me, like Young Posse, though, I will say, I'll probably say that for the end of my commentary. But the beginning of it, I thought this one was really, really interesting. I think the production on this is wild. Like, it sounds like a fucking wall. The the mixing on this is crazy. But I love that, like, that arpeggiated like synth tone that like I obviously can't do it because it's a really fast arpeggiation. But like I love that sound. And I love how it kind of pervades throughout the rest of the song. I think that's really, really, really sick. It kind of gives me like a little bit of like a video game-ish vibe. But yeah, I feel like this one, first and foremost, like I haven't seen Young Posse live, but like this one immediately gives me live vibes. Like this one, I feel like would just be popping off live. Like it definitely has that type of energy towards it. So I appreciate that aspect of it. I also like that they're incorporating like, again, that like trap hip hop sort of sound to it. I would say that I feel like they have delved deeper into it more so, I think, with this release than I would say with maybe the previous releases. I know that they've kind of, again, done a little bit of that like throughout their inception, but I felt like this one was like the one where they're like 10 toes deep into like this type of sound. So I appreciate that. I think that that's cool. I think for me personally, for Young Posse, I feel like to me, like they're one of those groups where like I really like their first like release a lot. And I listened to a ton. Macaroni Cheese, I listened to that way more than I would like to admit, I think. But I feel like with each release, like I've enjoyed them. They've all been very solid. But I feel like maybe potentially they're just kind of like potentially drifting away from my sound. Like no pun intended, but I did really like the 108 Tokyo Drift that we listened to. And I feel like that's kind of in a similar vein where like, again, it's like a really aggressive sort of wall of sound song, but I do feel like they break it up in a more convincing way, where I feel like this was like, you get that big wall of sound in the song, but then like they still have that kind of like trap beat and 808s kind of in that low end towards the back of the song more. And then again, once they get into the chorus, like it kind of pumps back up again. I think to me, like, I know they have members that do singing. I think it would be cool to see like something switched up, maybe in like the bridge or something, where like I think you can kind of get a little bit of a reprieve from that. Though I do feel like, again, this is kind of like a little bit of a like a rager sort of song, you know what I mean? Like it definitely has like that sort of like deep sound to it, and I feel like obviously there's an intentionality behind it. But yeah, I think overall not too bad. I feel like for me personally, like Young Posse like maybe has drifted away from my personal taste, and that's not to say that they're not a bad group. I'll still listen to whatever they've got coming out, but I think like in terms of sonic delivery, I'm like, like it maybe isn't my vibe as much anymore. But like I said, I'll give it the time of day. I feel like anytime I can watch their MVs, at least unequivocally, I feel like they're very funny at the very least. So I get it. So Jazz says this one's not for me. Hey, get it, no problem. Guggy says, I'm not changing my pick, but I realize you never checked out the new EXO song. I did not. I will have to check that out though. Uni says, yeah, they're definitely leaning more into rage music lately, which I don't mind. I like hype music, but I do prefer the older stuff. That's fair. Uni says also as well, my one main complaint with this track is like the vocals are a little overprocessed. I think if the wall of sound had more clear vocals, it'd be better. I would also agree. Like I said, I have not listened to it on streaming services either, so I like I said, I want to give them a benefit of the doubt because I feel like YouTube over processes some of those moments. So I feel like that maybe potentially might be on YouTube itself, but like I said, I'll never turn down listening to Young Posse. I just feel like, to me, like, if you, and I've said it before, and I'll probably say it till I'm in the grave, but like I feel like there's always going to be people that prefer the older sound, and that is fine. But I also think at the same point, like, I'm here to give my critiques, and if I don't like it, I'm personally just not going to listen to it. And that's not to say that I think it's a bad song. I just think that, you know, people have their taste and personal preferences, and if you like it, awesome, all power to you. If you don't like it, that's also fine too. It, you know, it may not be your vibe, and you can be that way. I think it's when it comes to like the false equivalency of like, hey, like, I love this song, like, you can fuck off because you don't like this song. It's like, you know, there's probably songs that I like that you don't like, and that's fine. That's what makes people's opinions their opinions. And so, you know, I think that, you know, it's important to speak your mind about a song, but, you know, not be disrespectful. I think that's kind of where I put it, and I'll always stay on that train. So if you love this song, shout outs to you. If you don't like the song, also shout outs to you. It is what it is, you know? So, all right, we'll keep it moving. Gunky's got 50-50. This is interesting. I'm surprised, but I'm stoked nonetheless. Gunky says that this is an OST song for the K-drama Spring Fever. Okay, very nice, very nice. All right, I think we'll check out the first video because I see that you posted it in Discord. So let's check it out.
안녕하세요. 마이크 앤드 5050입니다. 우! 네, 드라마 스프링 피버 OST Still in Time 들려드릴게요.
Let's go.
Let's go.
살에 번진 너의 눈빛이 괜히 또 내 맘을 흔들어 아무렇지 않은 척해도 자꾸만 네가 보여 좀 내뱉던 작은 말 한마디에 또 내 하루가 물들어가 이 기분은 뭐라 할까 오늘도 너의 곁에 있으면 Time stands still, it's all I know 조용히 스며드네 Your eyes, your smile 내겐 너무 따뜻해 나도 몰래 웃고 있어 너와 나란히 걷는 길 위에 저녁빛 스며든 이 거리엔 하루의 끝에 네가 있어 눈을 감아도 느껴져 너의 온기 그대로 말하지 않아도 닿아오는 마음 조용하게 번져가네 Still in time we're staying fine 오늘도 너의 곁에 있으면 Time stands still it's all I know 조용히 스며드네 Your eyes, your smile 내게 너무 따뜻해 나도 몰래 웃고 있어 너와 나란히 걷는 길 위에 Still in your light I'm staying warm Still in your eyes I see it all Still in your arms I feel at home oh, 너와 있는 게 좋아
Aw, very sweet, very sweet. All right, this was 50-50 still in time. Very nice. Thank you, Gunky, for the pick. Uni says I was about to request this, but Gunky beat me to it. Hey, let's go, let's go. I like this. Like I said, I feel like 50-50 is one of those groups that I like enjoyed their I've enjoyed their discography. But I felt like with this song and listening to it on stream, like it's cool to hear all of their different vocal like tonalities. Like I like my favorites, I think, in this song specifically would be the one in this middle, like this tan dress or shirt, I don't know, and the one on the far left here in the gray, I guess, shirt as well. Those were the, at least to me, the ones that I like the most. But I would say explicitly all of them had like very distinct tonalities, and it was cool to hear. Like again, um, it was cool to hear kind of like the different variations of their tones in this song, and I think you could hear them more distinctly than I would say any other 50-50 songs that I feel like I have listened to date this far, especially with like the new 50-50 lineup, which is not to say a bad thing. I think they're all very incredible vocalists. I feel like even like the stuff that again aren't OST, I think are all really well done. But this one, I felt like there was a lot more definition, a lot more character to their vocal tones, which was great. The chorus of the song, super catchy, but really gorgeous as well. I think the melody choice was really beautifully put together. So shout outs to whoever was doing the arrangement and composition of the song. They did a phenomenal job. But this one just kind of like, I was just kind of overwhelmed by like the joy and like the serenity of the song. Like it's very beautifully written. But I also feel like at the same point, like it just cool to hear like their sweet tones kind of come out a little bit more in this song. And that's saying a lot because I feel like 50-50 songs that have come out recently have been very sweet as well too. So I feel like this one has a lot of character to it, so I loved hearing it. But yeah, this was a gorgeous song, great OST. Maybe I'll have to check out the drama now too, but I really enjoyed this one a lot. And I think obviously shout outs to, I think it's called Mike and maybe, but they did a great job. This sounded phenomenal live, in that live mixing, so they did a great job. Let's see. Gunky says, so I did a rock song, J group, and then a ballad. I'm all over the place. Though I feel like that's on brand for you, though. So I am not surprised. Gunky says, I can't believe you're shocked I picked them. Pookie made my top 25 songs last year. I also recommended multiple songs by them. That's fair. That's fair. I just feel like it is like, I just feel like maybe I don't think that I'm not surprised by it. Just like, I think it's just like, oh, okay, like it's just very interesting. You know what I mean? Like this was a cool performance, and I feel like I attribute the interesting song choices sometimes with you, which is great. So, but very cool, very cool. Uni says, compare this to why Young Posse's Visa. I'm right there with you. I'd play these back to back on a playlist. That's fair. Gunky says the drama is pretty solid. There are better dramas airing right now. That's fair. Maybe because I don't like old 50-50 music. I think it potentially is that, though. I like the thought change, I think, is cool too. So I respect it. New 50-50 is also good too. So I'm not gonna complain either. So very nice, very nice. All right, we are keeping it moving. Sindra had recommended Hana's non-stop, excuse me. I don't know why I put no stop. I want to say we did that. Did we do it? No, we didn't. Cool. I don't know why that name sounded so familiar, but because we did, I know we did drop. That's why their name sounded so familiar. Okay, cool. We get to check out more. I'm stoked because I did like the other one. I did like drop. Uni says I like both old and new. I was going to say I also like both old and new of 50-50 as well. So, all right. Well, let's get into nonstop. I did, like I said, drop was sick. And that was my first introduction to Hana. So let's check out the MV.
I didn't think it was really gonna happen get on multi to the winner Hit it stats more kids like that but the cocktail day trainer Nihon 중에 생활하기 쉬운 they was like who's Hana They was like who's Hana They was like where's Hana Bigger than Fuji Bigger than Fuji Uchi on a big dream Look at my outfit 미쳤다 guy 집 on stage 모델 요야침 모르잖아 걔로 이기나미 look at my mommy
Hi header 이때를 많이면 bye header 내려질까 완해다게 더 신조 bye header 니주 딸기 Oh yeah 그럼이 되거나 딸기 Yeah
We are that different New York go that little like come on me Do I look like I'm cooking on ya it's not a vacay 같은 미치대 톡 that's kid to the pump on not this is case They push the rock but so my life is straight out of anime
Everybody's like you gotta watch him chigo you better watch me fake the news today you're talking 소리 듣고 전화해 my whole team
Oh you really think I'm your baby or bestie No you're not even my friend 저가 enemy
I didn't think it was really gonna happen get on multi to the winner Hit it start to more kids that but at the勝手に they turn up 니혼 중에 싸워하기 쉬워 They was like who's Hana They was like who's Hana They was like where's Hana Bigger than who's Bigger than who's Bigger than who's Bigger than who's She on a big dream Look at my outfit 미쳤다 guy 집 on stage 모든 요야지 모르잖아 걔도 이렇게 남이 Look at my mommy
Yeah, eat the dirty, won't stop, keep going. We drop since poppin'. We drop since poppin'.
When you're sleeping watashi tachi studio ni leave Italy making history朝の4時 car taxi without my heat
I was there, 不活の手下で見てろこの夢 I got it yes, I got itだけあがいたやつはそこで stay
Now you can't see hot test 하나 마주 hot test In my diner top test hot test I got this
I'm a dinosaur Brachiosaurus with tiny teeth stomp stomp We got a control
Brachiosaurus, what the fuck?
I didn't think it was really gonna happen get a multi to the winner Head a statue more kids with that but the captain you day turn up 니혼 중에 싸워하기 쉬워 There was like who's Hana There was like who's Hana There was like where's Hana Bigger than Fuji Bigger than Fuji Bigger than Fuji 우치는 a big dream Look at my outfit 미쳤다 guy 집 on stage 모델 요야침 모르잖아 걔도 이게 남이 Look at my mommy
Guys, I just want to let you know I'm bigger than Fuji. Just kidding. Anyway, this was Hannah's no non-stop. Very nice, very nice. I love that line. I don't know why. That one just sticks out to me so much. It's so sick. All right. This was cool. I like this. I think I'll have to listen to more of their music. I do think this went pretty hard. I liked it. Like I said, we checked out Drop, and I was like, man, we should really listen to more of them. And this is the time. We're here. So, thank you, Sindra. I appreciate it. I think if I remember correctly, this group was formed by Chamina on like a rap show, if I'm not mistaken. So that I feel like this is a group of like people that didn't make it in the industry or wanted to, and I think I'm pretty sure that was it. So Gucky says that is correct. Okay, thank you. Cool. The fact checks are real. Sindra says they do everything. They have pop. They have a pop sound, rock sound, ballady sound. Yeah, I did. Like I said, the only one that I knew. The only one I knew was Drop, and I did like that. This one also has like that kind of like rap, like was super cool. I did really enjoy this a lot. I think the beat goes hard. I think some of the lyricism was very interesting. I can't believe they used Brachiosaurus. This might be the night that we had the most interesting lyricism, I'd argue. There has been some nights where I think we've had some very interesting lyricism, but I think this one it's got to be top 5, top 10 easily of the most unique lyricism I think I've heard to date. But for both good and bad reasons. But I did really enjoy this one a lot. I think, again, like the beat was really sick. I think the rapping in this was really incredible. I don't know if I have a favorite right now in this group. The one that started off was really good. And I also really liked this chick here with like the bluish hair. I feel like that her verse was hard. Like I generally liked all of them. I didn't feel like there was one that I really like that really kind of stood out above the rest. I think they were all really incredible, which I think does make the group really well. I also really did enjoy whoever's has this blonde hair that's sitting in front of Mount Fuji. I think her vocal tone was really cool and her rapping tone was really cool. But yeah, I enjoyed all of them. I think this was really cool to hear it. I would be excited to check out more from them. I'm sure we'll be getting delved into them a little bit more. But yeah, I the songs that I've heard so far, I think I enjoyed. So, Guggy says not just rap. Skibby never happened. That's true. That never happened. It's the John Cena of lyrics. So, let's see. Sidra also says rock sound. They have Bad Love. Pop sound. They have My Body, Bowdy Pop. They have Blue Jeans. Okay. Well, we'll have to check out more. But I appreciate the recommendation. So thank you, Centra. All right. We've got two more. I remembered one that I wanted to check out earlier, and I should have clicked the link earlier, but we're going to check it out as the final song. But Jazz had recommended KiiiKiii, Sun, which I don't know anything about, but it looks like it came out really recently. So I'm excited. So we'll have to check this out. Jazz says this is the band with Pentagon's main rapper Woosuk. Very nice. Okay, cool. Check it out. This is Sun. All right, very cool. This was Kick and their song Sun. Thank you, Jazz, for the recommendation. Gaki says so good. Andy says love it. Uni says nice. Hey, let's go. I enjoyed this a lot. This was very, very cool. Jazz says the guitarist Minhyuk is in a different band called Lacuna, and the drummer Minyoung Suk is from Searle. Ooh, okay, very nice. I'll have to check out both of those groups. I enjoyed this a lot. This is very nice. First of all, Woosuk's voice is great. Like I said, I remember him from Pentagon because I love Pentagon as a group. But it's cool to see them obviously branch off and do different things. But this was really cool. Definitely not what I was expecting, but like really, really nice. I think the song itself kind of gives me like a little bit of like, especially maybe more so in like the lead guitar part, kind of reminds me a little bit of like The Edge from U2, which is great. I don't know if that's, I'd imagine they wouldn't say U2 as an influence, but like definitely can kind of be reminiscent of like his guitar playing and like similar stylistic choices. So I like that. The guitar solo was incredible. I liked a lot of the different like melody motifs that he was using, but then as well as that, like that cool like tremolo guitar picking towards the end at the end of the solo, I thought that was cool. Drumming, I felt like was very dynamic as well. I liked a lot of usage of like the toms and the floor bass as well. I thought that was really incredible. Definitely kind of grounds the song in a really beautiful way. But I enjoyed this overall. I think probably the only thing that I will say that I thought was a little odd, and I don't know if it's maybe more so a stylistic choice, but I did find that like Woosuk's voice does get buried a little bit in the mix, and it feels like the guitars are maybe more so at the forefront of this track. And listening to it on my headphones, I'm like, I don't know if that's like sometimes it's an intentional thing. But I felt like for me, like I would have almost liked to have it reverse where I could hear like where I could have Woosuk's voice kind of be more of the focal point. I'm not saying that it isn't. It does sound like there is like some reverb on his voice, and like they definitely tailored it a little differently. But I will say, I think mix wise, I think it could have used a little bit of fine tuning, honestly. But other than that, I thought the song was really, really good. I just feel like his voice kind of sits back in the mix a little bit more, and you can kind of your ears, I feel like, gravitate more towards like the guitar tone, which is not a bad thing. Obviously, being a guitar player, I like love that, but I also feel like you kind of lose a little bit of that like top end of his voice, which is sad because I think he's got a great vocal tone. So I'm hoping that maybe it was just a fluke, and then more songs that I've hear from them in the future, maybe you will change that. But I think that's probably the only. It's not even a gripe, but I will say I think it's the one thing that I noticed pretty heavily about that song that kind of changed my opinion on it a little bit, but not in a bad way. I still think it's a phenomenal song, just which the mixing would have been a little different, in my opinion. So, Jazz says I can see that. Hey, fair enough. All right, well, the last one I wanted to listen to, and I didn't know they released a new song, but there's this group from. I think they're on 88 Rising, but they released a new song, Work, and I did see on Instagram like that they have released a new song. So I was like, damn, I enjoyed the songs that they've put out, but I haven't checked out the new one. So we're gonna check Work out. I'm excited to listen to this one. It's short, so I think we can get through it. Let's check it out.
Get into it.
Work.
Back up at your head's blown. Suntan by the say nothing much on.
This is totally
Island
different.
with a skin tone. All the back, gotta put in that. This that top notch, non-stop, make it hot. Backdrop, keep 'em guessing. Big flex, break a neck, cut a check, go invest, that's a gift. Wrap your waist trainers, hit the treadmill. Do Pilates, how your legs feel. Take a group hike, do them squats. Bitches go time, go and put in that.
Work.
Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that work. Fuck it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that This bitch cut in my twin, I bet you want that. Shopping spree, I call that a workout. Lamborghini, how I crash out. So many, so teeny, hot and sweaty watermelon martini. When I'm walking to the room like $1 million, you can put it on my card. I don't know about you, but I'm making money moves. I'm the one that call the shots. End of the day, you be saying my name. Top of your lungs, I'ma make the ground shake. What an earthquake, going so cray. Sold out, Jakarta to LA. Moisturizer, get your eye cream and the serum. How's the face feel? Take a grouping. Ooh, you so hot, girl, it's go time. Go and put in that work. Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that work. Fuck it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that work. Fuck it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. Put in that, put in that, put in that work. Put in that, put in that, put in that work. Put in that, put in that, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work.
Damn. Very nice, very nice. This was Nona and their song "Work." I will say I am surprised at this song. Man, very interesting, very interesting. I think to me, like, because I've listened to, which was the one that I liked. I love Shoot. Shoot was great. I haven't really, weirdly enough, I did check out some of these other ones, but I didn't check them out on YouTube. But this was interesting. I first of all, the song, while I feel like can be a little bit repetitious, I do like like, I don't know. I feel like it's very empowering, so I like that. I can down with it. The choreo was nuts. First and foremost, you're starting off the song with like a fucking like a backflip or whatever, I guess it's a somersault potentially. But I thought that was very interesting. The beat itself I think was fun. I thought it was very I don't want to say islandy, but definitely like a different kind of beat and tone to it. So I thought that was unique. But I don't know. Like I said, I feel like maybe it's me potentially because like I said, I haven't listened to Nona in a little bit. Obviously, as you could tell, Shoot was like the last one, and that one I think is like more of a, I don't know, it's like more of a pop song where I feel like this one also is, but like in a different way. Like it's very like in your face, like, and I appreciate that. But it is different. It is different. So I'll have to check out this release. I'm curious to. It looks like it's an album potentially, so I'll have to. Oh, it's just one song. Excuse me. But I'll have to check it out. This is very interesting. But I did like it. I think it's fun. I think they're a very unique group. So like I said, is it my favorite song by them? Not by a long shot, but I was vibing. It was a good vibe song. So let's see. Uni says this one ain't for me. Hey, fair enough. KiiiKiii says, I'm surprised you didn't want to listen to the new Idol song. I don't listen to their music, so it's not a big deal for me, but still surprised. I feel like I haven't really caught up with their stuff. And honestly, I completely forgot that they had a new song because like I didn't even see it posted in here. So I was like, damn, I feel like sometimes if it's not posted in there, I'm like, man, somebody does not like these songs. And I feel like for a majority of people to not post about it, I was like, is it really that? But yeah, very nice. If you like this, I would if you didn't like this song, I would definitely recommend checking out Shoot from Nona. That was like I said, probably my favorite song from them thus far. So I am missing the big groups. Yeah. Well, like I said, I have a lot of shit to catch up on. I feel like every week we get more and more stuff to drop, so it's inevitable that I will check out EXO and Idol, so I'll have to check it out. Like I said, I just wanted to focus on ones that people wanted me to listen to and have my opinion on, but we will check out. I'll have to make a note to check out Idol and EXO the next Ketchup stream. So thanks, y'all. Appreciate you for joining. Thanks for the recommendations as always. This should be up pretty soon. But other than that, I unfortunately am not streaming Saturday. I have to do, like, my job requires me to do CE, so I will be doing CE classes for like the next couple weeks. So I'll have to see. I'll probably space them out, but I have some CE to catch up on. So thanks for joining. We will be. Oh, by the way, I feel like I need to announce this before y'all leave. We are starting Monday. Andy has graciously and beautifully sent over their deep dive. We are covering Wonder Girls starting on Monday, and we will be doing stream number 2 with Sunmi after that. So come back next week. We will be doing, like I said, Wonder Girls first, and then Sunmi after that on Wednesday. So come through, join, have fun. Would love to see you there, and also give me your notifications for K-hip-hop, because we're going to be covering that. I know we're doing BY first, so that will be our next cycle, and then we'll go back to girls group. So thanks again. That's my PSA. Hope to see y'all on that, and Wheel is next week, so come through for Wheel. Talk to you guys later. Peace.